gets cut together.
I'm the technical director, so I'll use this production switcher to switch between the different video sources that we have. Every source of the show is routed into this switcher, and the director Joe is going to sit next to me, and he is always a treat to work with.
Ready, 12, start your move. Go save screen in the wall, go save screen in the wall. No, that's the wrong save screen. What are you doing?
And this is the last stop, the Players Lounge. This is where everyone's hanging out before they take to the stage. Now, Fornite fam, I gotta go. I'm in full wardrobe. I'm really excited, and I can't wait to see you guys at the summer block party.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, Jonesies, Bonesies, and everyone in between, welcome to the Fortnite Summer Block Party Day 2 pre-show. My name is Sundown, and I'm joined by the fantastic, as always, Balla TW. Balla, how you doing today, man?
I'm doing fantastic. Yesterday we had a jam-packed day full of creative action, and today we're going back to, what we know and love. It's the Pro-Am, it's BR, and I can't wait to get into it.
Yes, as Balla said, it is day 2, it is Sunday, and also just a quick little shout out, happy Father's Day to all the fathers, sons, families, and everyone who opted to spend it here with them today. Give them a nice little shout out, there you go. As Balla was talking about, today is the Pro-Am, where 50 of your favorite Fortnite personalities will be paired up with 50 celebrities put on this fantastic stage in front of all of you, where they will compete for their chance at the $3 million charity prize pool that will be split out across their designated charities. It's going to be nuts.
It's going to be awesome. It's duos, so we've seen it before at the Pro-Am last year, and it's always a blast. The Fortnite personalities paired with their celebrity figures. I can't wait to see what's going to happen. Sometimes you have the teaching moments, or are the celebrities going to carry them?
We'll have a little bit of fun, and again, as we talked about, it is day 2. Yesterday was the first day we unveiled this stage, and again had our first official creative showdown to kick off the Fortnite Summer Block Party. So let's take a quick recap into what happened yesterday to get everyone caught up to speed.
Everyone here in the Forum in LA. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the Creative Showdown. How you feeling today? So much has happened in the world of Fortnite, and we're here about to call probably one of the craziest things you're ever going to see. It's a world premiere game mode and map.
I know that it's going to be a King of the Hill mode.
Forum, make some noise. That's what I'm talking about. Here we go. The first match. Jordan Fisher, Curry, the Root. They're going to win the game. This is it. And they pick it up. They have to protect it here. And this is now we're going to start to earn a lot of points. They're climbing that leaderboard, Lupo. They're in the shadows, unseen, and they will have the Ravens' revenge. GG. 2 minutes left on the clock. The Chicken Champions, surely this is going to be a win for them. No! It's 1 point remaining! And the Little Whip Warriors might be able to come back into this with enough time. But there he goes. He jumps right back in. And that is going to do it. GG! Game 3 goes to the Chicken Champions.
Every single person to keep in mind, there's a ton of stuff going on here, not just Fortnite. It's just a good time all around, man. Look at him, just dancing it out. Sitting inside the control point, 6 minutes remaining, but it's not even gonna matter. That's a victory royale. Game 4 goes to the Fishman.
Could it happen? Could the Llama Record Company be our first back-to-back champion? Or will it be the Fishman actually being back-to-back in this instance?
He has it. You see the top middle of the D.
He does it!
He got it!
Oh,
Last second!
The victory royale! He's still in it. He's standing strong, and he wins out on the battle. 990, and he's continuing to gain. He's got to get to that wall, and that's going to do it. We want to know who won? We want to know who won?
The Llama Record Company.
Oh my gosh, congratulations!
Give it up one more time for the Llama Record Company! Thank you guys for hanging out with us. We'll see you guys on the battle bus.
That was just a little taste of what we saw yesterday, but today is a new day. We're back to Battle Royale action, and now Balla today. It will be duos, 50 pairs going through your favorite celebrities and Fortnite personalities battling out on this stage across 4 games, so anything could happen.
Yeah, and it's the normal format that we're used to seeing in the duos. They're going to be accruing points game after game and trying to go for that victory royale. So it's all what they're familiar with.
It's what they're familiar with, and now the stage is set. It's time to bring out the players and conclude it. Are you guys ready? Okay. That was pretty good, but I'm going to need a little bit better. Are you guys ready to meet the players?
There we go.
Yeah, there we go. All right, first group walking out right now. We have Pokimane and Martin Doherty. Give it up for them there. Martin Doherty, of course, being the member of Churches. Pokimane having her own show on Amazon. Also, just recently launching her own makeup line as well. And then following them right after, we have Realistic and Xavier Woods. All right, well, maybe they got something in store for us. Maybe they got something in store for us. Looks like we're going to go next up to Mr. Musley and Juju Smith-Schuster of the Pittsburgh Steelers. Give it up for them. I mean, they've been around the Fortnite community forever, Bala.
Yeah, Musuk obviously was at the Pro-Am last year, and he had a bunch of awesome moments, and also that rescue moment that he had trying to actually save somebody who fell off the map. But regardless, the next duo is coming out. It's Loser Fruit and Joel McHale. Joel McHale, obviously the comedian and actor. And Loser Fruit was, part of that Llama record company that won yesterday.
They popped off yesterday, but you guys know them. You love them. It's Ninja and Marshawn Lynch. And I mean, they don't really need any introduction. Both absolute titans in the industry right there. They want a little more. Can you guys give it to them? Come on. How excited are you for Ninja and Marshawn Lynch? Look at him come out there, and we actually had an opportunity to catch up with Ninja beforehand. Let's see what he had to say.
What's going to be your strategy heading into the Pro-Am?
Good question, man. We're just gonna go drop lazy and hope that there's no one there. Marshawn is he's ready. He's ready. He's determined. So just don't run into really good players. That's our goal.
Any final words to the fans that'll be watching this out there?
Have fun, because this is awesome, and it doesn't happen very often, man. Once a year, man, and this event's incredible. So have fun, guys.
Wise words from him indeed there, Bali. You can see Ninja. It's all about having fun. And what better group to follow it up than Lachlan and Cody Walker? They look like they're having all kinds of fun, Bala.
Yeah, absolutely. We know there's tons of Lachlan fans, and he's doing it again. The signature code name Elf disguise is on. And I mean Cody Walker as well, the actor, famously known for, Fast and Furious. So next up, we do have Ewok and Kurt Ben Kurt.
Now, for you guys, rather than a round of applause, you can give them that. But as well, Ewok and Ken Burkert, put your hands up and just shake them side to side. That is the American Sign Language for applause, so make sure you let her know they're welcome. Kurt Ben Kurt being the NFL quarterback as well. They're excited to be out here. We'll be conversing in the sign language there, but following up just after, you have Jacob and Connor Ball from the British band Vamps. They look excited to be here and fantastically dressed as well, Bala.
Yeah, and they're just so happy. You can see them walking up the stage, getting ready for the next one. We do have Dan Cox and Chris Thompson, who is the pro wrestling running back. So I can't wait. I mean, this is going to be great all around. I'm excited. I'm hyped. They're hyped too.
And we know you guys are hyped. Let them hear it for Laserbeam and Hannibal Burris. Laserbeam rocking that Durburger onesie. You can tell they're pumped to be here, excited to get it out there. He's saying yeet or get yeeted. Hannibal Burris had a lot to say before this. Let's take a listen in now.
Well, I have to be completely transparent and honest and let everybody know that I have about probably 15 minutes total of Fortnite experience. So my strategy is just to, be a good follower and follow my teammate and let him, guide us to victory. Shout out, Laser.
Okay, I like that. Is there another duo that you got your eye on? You're like, look, I'm going to shut these guys down.
Hey, Marshawn and Ninja, I don't care. Marshawn, you getting squashed, man. Ninja, whatever, dog. Who else want it?
Wow, lots of words there for the inexperienced Hannibal Buress. We'll see if him and Laser will have a good time. We know they will, but coming up next, following them, we have Liminix and Taven Bryan coming out right there. Taven, again, being a member of the NFL. Again, all of them, thank you so much for coming out right before they get into those training camps and get out there, have an opportunity to play on the stage. And just behind them with TBNR Frags and JT Brown of the NHL, another veteran as well, was at the Pro-Am last year. Super excited to compete on this stage again and has been heavily involved in competitive Fortnite.
And also, let's see if they'll grace us with their presence. It's Kay Yoon and Nick Shanholtz, one half of the Lost Kings DJ duo. And of course, Kay Yoon, we know him. He is such a strong player in all the competitive Fortnite events. So we'll see if he can, shake it up with the celebrities too.
And just behind them, we have Bucky, FPS, and Kenneth Fareed, one of our Fortnite World Cup Online Open qualifiers. He will be competing on that stage in New York City, and of course, joined by the fantastic, as always, Kenneth Fareed, another veteran of the stage. I mean, they look so excited to be there, but now coming out, we have another big content creator, typical gamer, followed by Jimmy O. Yang, the actor, also on.
That they are, and we do have another group who's going to join us right now. It's Vic Star and Martin Starr. And again, that star pairing. Vic Star, the British content creator, and then obviously Martin Starr is the actor and comedian that we know and love.
And you can tell he's getting ready to serve up some mail to all of them. Vic Star has been around from the very beginning, but now coming up, we have One Shot Girl and Gallant. One Shot Girl, again, being a veteran to the stage in Fortnite in all facets, Paula.
And yesterday she performed so well. I mean, if we actually watched and looked at who got the most eliminations, she would have been up there at the top. But next up is somebody you know. It's Cloaksy and Dylan Francis taking the floor.
And I gotta leave you for this one, Paula, because I promised Cloaksy I would give him a big old hug when he's walking out here. So proud of him and everything they've done. This is the duo I'm gonna be rooting for right here, hoping they're gonna do well. Of course, Dylan Francis, the world-renowned DJ, smooth like butter, taking the stage there. And following them up right after, we have Nick A30 and Joey Bosa taking the stage. Nick, again, had a great performance yesterday.
Yeah, fantastic. He was on the team with One Shot Girl, and he's also paired with Joey Bosa, who is the pro football defensive end player. And then here we are, guys. It's gonna be T-Fu and Josh Hart.
And I mean, do these gentlemen need much more of an introduction? Two stars in their own right. T-Fu, the World Cup qualified player, the TwitchCon victor, Josh Hart, everything NBA all the time. Just absolutely incredible there, Paula.
And T-Fu, we all know he's the performer of a lifetime. He's won competition. So let's see if he had any words of wisdom ahead of the games.
I'm hanging out in the player lounge with T-Fu, the legend himself, of course. All right, T-Fu, I gotta ask, what's the strategy coming into today?
Basically, I'm just going to look for Cloaksy and Dylan Francis. I'm going to hunt them down and I'm going to lay them out. That's the main goal for today. And of course, win it for charity, get the dub, easy dubs.
I mean, some wise words coming out from T-Fu, regardless of if it's for charity, he wants the win. And one other thing, we've heard that a lot of people have been talking some smack on Xavier, said he couldn't clutch up yesterday when he had Aiden Kayun with him. I mean, let's take a listen in what the competitors' thoughts are on the WWE Champion.
June 16th, this Sunday, Xavier Woods, I'm coming for you. Me and you, mano a mano.
Yo, listen, Xavier Woods, I know you're stronger than me, I know you're bigger than me, but it doesn't matter, because today, I'm coming for you on the game, and you're going to get laid out, just like everybody else. Better watch out, buddy.
Xavier Woods, you may be bigger than me, heavier than me, taller than me, but I'm pretty scrappy, and I'm gonna gonna mess you up.
Xavier Woods, this is Tim the Tad Man. I'm coming for you. Maybe a little bit stronger than me and my friend Jay, but I think the two of us, you could probably, wombo combo. You better watch out, all right? Yeah. Watch out.
You better not find me, Xavier. I got you for 5 minutes. 5 minutes of playtime. I am WWE superstar Xavier Woods, a.k.a. Austin Creed, a.k.a. 1/3 of your boys, the New Day. And I proudly present to you my partner, a man who has traveled over 18 million miles to be here from the Netherlands. He is the first Dutch athlete to participate in the Fortnite Pro-Am tournament. I give to you Royalistic! Now, as you fine people here in attendance just saw, every team is talking trash about us, and that is because they know exactly what we know. And that is that we are the best team here in this tournament. I don't care. We don't care whether you're Marshawn Lynch and Ninja. We don't care whether you're Chris Denker and Chris Thompson, because one thing will reign supreme at the end of the night. We will be standing tall as your Fortnite Pro-Am champions. And that is because we are the Unicorn Kings.
Wow, that is just absolutely incredible. If there is one thing the Unicorn Kings know, it is how to make an entrance. Can we get one more round of applause? That WWE style entrance from Xavier Woods and Royalistic. They're gonna look to take home that top spot. And I mean, you have to after an entrance like that, but we're not done yet. Let's get rolling into the back half of the teams with FPX Sad and Matt Judon, the football player, as they come out right now to be balling. They look so excited to see here. They got the tender defender leading him out, and I mean, wow.
And FPX Sad came all the way from China to play here today in the Pro-Am, so we're excited to see him play. But up next, it's Cypher PK and Reggie Jackson. And Cypher PK, I mean, we know him. We saw him yesterday. We know his educational commentaries, and we see him in the competitions all the time.
And I mean, just look at the size of that duo. Definitely the biggest duo on the stage. Cypher might be a little bit taller there as well. Look at going, but Reggie has been on that stage before. And following up, we got True Triz and Murder Beats walking out right now. Absolutely excited. I had a chance to actually talk with True Triz right before this. He was pumped up, ready to go, wants to get out there. And just behind them, we have the long-time competitive shooter veteran, Fear itself, followed by Blake Martinez. And I mean, Balla, they look excited.
They do. There they come right through. And you can see Fear itself. I mean, he doesn't have any fear going up against all these people. I mean, there's gonna be 100 of them, but show them guns.
Fear trying to flex on him. Blake, of course, being the NFL player, but now the last one of this group, we have Aiden and Robert of BC, the other half of that Lost Kings duo. You can see Aiden getting ready to pickaxe the world. They're gonna look to take it on Balla, and I mean, they are so good. Aiden, the only controller player to have qualified for the duo portion of the Fortnite World Cup. Let's hear what he had to say before taking the stage.
I'm up in the player lounge with Rob and Aiden. All right, guys. What is going to be the strategy heading into the Pro-Am?
We're going to be ultra aggro and go after people. Put the pressure on. We don't think people have good communications, and we're just going to go after them right from the get-go.
For sure. We're going to be straightforward about it. That's the play. We're going to play aggressive. We're winning this today.
All right, what's another duo, you guys, that's on your radar? You're like, I want to eliminate this other duo. What's that duo?
The man right behind us, Lupo and Jordan Fisher, they're on my hit list.
That was the exact same thing I was going to say. They played together before. They're going to be pretty good. They're going down.
That's it. They've got it all worked out. Back to you guys.
Well, there you have it. They got the chemistry already worked out, and you know, the plans, they sound familiar to me. I mean, Aiden is known for getting aggressive and getting in people's faces, so let's bring out the next duo onto the floor right now. It's Samara Redway and Marisha Ray.
Yes, the actress and producer, they look so excited in the soccer skin mauve.
Yes.
Best outfit so far, absolutely. Look at that. They're excited to be here. They're on brand. I mean, just, this is brilliant. Samara Redway has been on the stage before, but following them, we have the French legend Gotaga and then Jordan Jones. And look at them. They look excited to be here, Bala.
Yeah, they got the matching orange jerseys there. And of course, Jordan Jones, the actress, singer, and dancer. She's multi-talented, paired up with Gotaga. But we also have a Vive HD and Cray coming out right now. And look at that chemistry. I mean, oh my.
That's the kind of chemistry you want. Cray taking the stage there. One of the famous DJs and producer, but following them out, we have Haystan and Liam McIntyre taking the stage now. The actor, they look so incredibly excited, making sure they get all the content they can get on there. Haystan saying, what's up?
Haystan obviously makes tons of comedic Fortnite content. And then, of course, Airwax and RL Grime. Airwax, one of those people who qualified for the World Cup, so we'll see them in New York. We're going to chance to see them here today at the Pro-Am with RL Grime. So we're going to hear what they had to say before the games. What is it going to be?
What's the strategy coming in for today?
We're going to play aggro and kill everyone. Like, really. I think Grime is the best amateur.
Is there another duo maybe you're looking out for? Maybe someone that you're scared of, or you're like, we're the best?
I'm pretty sure we're the best.
Well, I mean, he knows that everybody is thinking it because of how well they're performing in the World Cup and, you know, in competitions all around. But regardless, we still have 3 more groups of 5 to go. We have Wildcat and Janina Gavenker. Here they are right now. Wildcat was part of that group with Laser, who was doing all the crazy things. But of course, Janina Gavenker is an actress from all of the shows that we know. So many, honestly, it's impossible to name them all.
Yes, she's been on the back, voice actress on all that, but another titanic pair. It is Nick Mertz and Kyle Van Noy. I mean, just listen to the crowd. Nick, the veteran from absolutely everything. Kyle, the NFL player who has just run over so many offensive members, but now we have Akau and Chandler Riggs. We saw Chandler yesterday as well on the stage, as well as in The Walking Dead. They look excited to be here, and I mean, he had a great performance yesterday, Paula.
Yeah, he did. He had some of the best sword movement along with Jordan Fisher. I mean, it was impressive to watch. But up next, we do have Scarlett and Ellie joining us from all the way from Japan. Scarlett's one of those World Cup qualifiers as well, joined by Ellie, the Japanese pop dancer and rapper, and, you know, multi-talented as well.
And I mean, just look at the swag on Ellie. He is dressed to the nines, but somebody else who knows a whole lot about that. You got Symphony and Jordan Voight Roberts. Look at the beard, look at the swagger on Symphony. Definitely looked like he showered this morning. Got the hair flip in there. He's excited. Let's hear what he had to say leading into the competition.
Have you been teaching Jordan how to edit?
All right, so to be honest, he's never played a single game of Fortnite ever. So, you know, we're gonna see what happens. I'm kind of nervous, but, you know, we'll see what happens.
I'm gonna be terrible. He's gonna hold the whole thing up. We're gonna talk about a lot about video games he's never played, and he's gonna put me on Fortnite. It's gonna be great. You guys are gonna love it.
I think that's one of the most important things coming out is realistic expectations for your duo. Symphony definitely had it, but we're gonna keep rolling out the pairs. We have Belle and Reina Washio coming out there. Belle being the second half of that Japanese duo who was able to qualify the Crazy Raccoon players. You can see it on the jersey as he comes out, just so beyond excited to be here.
And Reina Washio is a Japanese singer as well. She's actually part of 2 groups at the same time, so that's amazing. But we will be joined also by Power and Lee Nguyen.
Yes, being the soccer player there, Power, of course, been around the scene from the very beginning. Excited to be over here. The Italian player is pumped. Now we have Koa and Dohain coming out right there. You can see how excited they are. Got all the content going on the competitive shooter player. And also you can see repping the Korean Open jacket was there on the stage, shared it with our broadcast talent like Kitty and Tfue. But following them up, we have Valkyrie and Justin Jones.
And earlier on, you said Valkyrie was saying she's crafty. She can play with Xavier. I mean, she's going to put it out all on the floor today. And, of course, Justin Jones, the American pro football player and defensive tackle. And that's going to be a good pair. I mean, you got to have all of it together. And let's see, though, if Valkyrie did have it together. We heard her words earlier. Let's see what else she has to say.
I know you're from California. Do you feel like you got that hometown advantage?
Kinda. It's nice because I didn't have to fly into town for this, so I'm not jet lagged or anything. I got to sleep in, just drove over, and yeah, a little bit of advantage.
There you guys see, nerves of steel. She is ready to come out there and knock it out. So you're not nervous, are you?
Wait, is it obvious? I'm a little bit nervous. I just don't want to insta-die. No insta-dying.
Well, that seems like a valiant goal, but I know you got more in the tank. Regardless, we still got a few more duos to welcome to the floor, so let's welcome OCMZ and Mo Kareem.
Ooh. So excited. Mo Kareem, being the actor and dancer, has an upcoming movie called A Score to Settle, which you can catch in theaters. You see their pumps and either Bright Bomber leading them out. Is that some choreographed dancing going on? You got some best mates? Oh, look at that. But not to be outdone, just behind them, we have Action Jackson and Demarius Randall Balla.
There they are. Action Jackson, you know him from all the games that he plays with all the content creators. He is such a fun guy to play with and be around. And you can already see it. Demarius Randall as well, the pro football player. And then also joined on the floor, it's going to be Jarvis and Myers Leonard. Jarvis, one of the best controller players in the world, and I know a lot of people are starting to know his name because he's going to join the ranks of Aiden and Nick Merckx.
And Myers Leonard looks like he's ready to lay down the hammer, which he has right there. Beyond excited all the way through and on the stage. But now we have one half of each famous duo. It's Tim the Tatman and Jay Muse. One half of Jay and Silent Bob and one half of the Girthquake. You can see them. They're excited, talking all the trash beforehand. He's ready to go. Also, happy first Father's Day, Tim. Can we get a round of applause to that for Tim and Brewer? There you go. But now, the other half of the Girthquake. You got the reigning Creative Showdown champion, Courage JD, and Panic at the Discos, Brendan Yuri. And I mean, they look so beyond excited, walking out, got all the, whoa, Balla, what is that? Do you see that right now?
What does that say?
Courage is a bot? All right, hey, first of all, for all the Fortnite fam who is in the house, we are all about spreading positivity and fun here at the block party. Courage JD is not a bot. He won the Creative Showdown yesterday. They had a fantastic performance. Let's catch up and see what Courage had to say going into the competition today.
All right, I'm hanging out with Courage JD, Mr. Parmesan himself. Courage, after your huge win yesterday, the Llama Record Company, you've got an edge. But what's the strategy coming into today?
We're going to do what we practice. Brendan and I hopped into arena for like 6 hours a couple weeks ago, and we just fried the whole day. We know we were going to land. We know what we need to do to win. I've been casting competitive Fortnite the last 10 weeks. I'm as prepared as anyone else here. We're getting the dub.
I mean, big words coming out there from Courage. He seems prepared. Let's get into our final duo pairings to walk out. We have Pepe Punk and Wax Motif. Send them on out. Wax Motif being the Australian-based DJ and producer. I mean, they look so excited to be there, just throwing it out. And they are fantastically well-dressed as well, Balla.
Yeah, I mean, what is... that's beautiful. But regardless, we do have to move on into the next duo. It's going to be Marky Locuras and Whit Lowry. Marky, one of those Spanish content creators, and he does it so well. I love watching his content.
Buena suerte, Marky. And Whit, of course, was here last year as well. No stranger to the Pro-Am stage, but just behind them, we have Patriota and Kyla Drew. See them coming out there, the actress, and then Patriota had a fantastic performance yesterday during the Creative Showdown. They look great. And also, Kyla, your hair is fantastic. That is great. Whoever does your braids, shout out to them. Very well done. And now, Flake's power and the Brazilian soccer player, Douglas Costa.
Flake's power, I mean, we know his content. He's awesome. And then, of course, the Brazilian soccer player, it's Douglas Costa. We got one more duo to welcome to the floor. It's going to be Folagor and Bruce Brown.
Big round of applause there for the final duo. Bruce Brown, again, being that basketball player in the NBA, trying to take out to the stage, rounding it out. And that is it for the walkout. You have the duos. Let's hear what our final duo had to say before taking the stage.
I'm hanging out with Bruce Brown from the Pistons. Bruce Brown, first off, how you feeling, my man?
I'm feeling great. I'm coming in. I'm ready to play. I've been practicing, so we'll see what I'm doing tonight.
Okay, all right. What's your strategy going into the Pro-Am?
See, I'm going to land somewhere real calm first, and then I'm going to go to the action and see what everybody's doing. But I can't land in the field with everybody here. They're too good.
Okay. Is there another duo out there that you got your eyes on? You're like, I want to stomp these guys out. Who is it?
I'm coming for Reggie Jackson. Be ready, Reggie Jackson. I'm coming for you.
Wow, just straight for it. No hesitation whatsoever. Reggie, you got a target on your back. But again, don't forget, it's Sunday, it's Father's Day. We're at the Fortnite Summer Block Party, and it's all about positivity. Have a positive message. Be here to support each other. People are out here bringing their friends, bringing their family. And you know what? You guys have been great so far. The round of applause for all of the players. But I mean, come on, what are these guys doing over here? I saw the sign earlier. We don't call people, is that, bestfortniteduoever.com? I feel like I've heard somebody plug that before, Paul. Is that a thing? Bestfortniteeverduo.com. Oh my God! Oh my God, it's Jordan Fisher and Benjamin Dr. Lupo. We talked about it before. We can't do math. We can't count. It was 49 duos. The 50th duo will now be walking out and take the stage to round out the rest of the competition. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, can we get a big hand for all 50 of your Pro-Am duos? I mean, they just look so beyond excited. And again, you can check out that website. The shirts they have are raising money for charity. They're out here. That's what it's all about. It's having a good time. And it's about the friendly rivalries that come through. Courage and Jordan were able to take the W home yesterday, but now today they'll be competing against each other, and that's what it's all about. Now, Bala, are there any duos you're keeping your eye on?
Yeah, absolutely. I'm looking at Symphony and his duo partner because Symphony has some of the fastest edits, and you know, it's kind of the first time he's going to be on one of these big stages. He's used to staying in his room.
He is used to playing there, but, you know, I'm really interested to see what happens with the Laser Beam and the Hannibal Buress team. Not in terms of necessarily coming out on top, but what they opt to go for. Laser Beam last year had a lot of fun going with a lot of antics in terms of the matches, and with 4 matches to play, what you go for could be a little ridiculous. Maybe they set up a trick shot. Maybe they end up throwing up a building, but right now, we're going to throw it all the way up top to Pookie Face, who has an interview for us.
Thank you so much, Sundown. I am up here on the top deck. I have a whole row of duos crowd. Look at who I have right here. It's Laserbeam and Hannibal Buress. How are you guys doing?
I'm doing excellent. How are you doing?
I'm great, thank you. I'm glad to see that you are sporting your onesie again. How does it feel?
Yeah, I was wearing this yesterday. It's very sweaty and stinky now, but I'm rocking it again, so feeling good.
Hopefully everything will stay contained within there, and you're not going to have to put up with smelling him too much today. I just wanted to stop by and say best of luck to the two of you. I'm going to keep on going. Here I have an elf. I thought that you were one of our cosplayers, but you are not. Who are you?
Yo, what's up, guys? It's Lachlan here. I'm here as codename Lockie, but I don't have my hat on right now. Here with Cody Walker, and we played a couple games a couple days ago. It's going to be pretty interesting. Looking to hopefully make late game in at least one of these, and yeah, it's going to be good.
Perfect, thank you. And how are you feeling going into today's game?
Oh, I'm stoked. We're just going to have some fun, and we're going to raise as much money as we can for charity. It's going to be great.
That's an excellent way to approach it. Thank you so much, guys. I'm going to make my way down here a little bit further. So we have Loser Fruit and we have Joel McHale. Joel, it's my understanding you're a bit of a funny guy, right?
I can't hear you.
You're a bit of a funny guy.
Oh, that's very nice of you to say. Not when you watch me play. It will be the saddest Fortnite game you've ever seen. I'm going to be Loser Fruit's decoy. I will just go into places and then she'll see who's shooting at me, and I will run. If I can make my character cry, that would be great.
Well, hopefully you'll make everyone in the crowd laugh and have a great time. And Loser Fruit, you are no amateur here at the Pro-Am. You've done this before. What are you going to bring into today's games to further you and your partner along?
Well, I feel like everyone's nervous here, so I feel like we can do it. We'll just shoot at people, and it'll be fine. Yeah, it'll be fine.
Excellent strategy. Thank you so much, all of you. Crowd, you saw it here first. We have all of our players ready up here. Sundown, right back to you.
Thank you so much, Pookie. And Joel, you know, happy Father's Day to you, because I remember you played in the Pro-Am last year, and I'm pretty sure you lasted longer than Ninja, and that's what your son said. So, I mean, you got it. You don't have to rely on Loser Fruit for everything.
He'll be able to play himself, and like you said, not a stranger to the stage, was here last year, had his whole family up there as well, so happy Father's Day. But now we have a little bit of a special surprise for you guys. We're going to throw it to a world premiere Fortnite interstitial. Now, interstitial, that's a fancy word. You can check it out for yourself and take a look right now.
Hey! Hey! Hey!
Wow, absolutely incredible right there. Nice to see the animation. And just one thing I want to throw out there, Flare Gun OP. Apparently, it just took down 99 other players in the lobby. If you can take the battle bus out, that's impressive right there, Ball. And I mean, just the animation on that was really cool. I was a fan.
I love those little short film type of things where it's a little bit of fun and comedy, and you know, we get to know the characters of the island of Fortnite.
Well, that's the thing that kind of struck out to me, because it's the first time you've ever really heard like Jonesy kind of talk or express himself in that instance, and it's just like, oh, you can sense the desperation, and then just the little bit of a shame as he sees it all go. The victory royale pops up, probably the most bittersweet victory royale you could ever possibly go through, when it's all about ending up to be the last person left. A desert island isn't always the situation you want to be in, but somebody who's no stranger to being the last person left is Tfue, who is up top with an interview with Kitty. Kitty, can you hear me all the way up there?
Yes, Sundown, I'm here up top with Tfue. All the players are getting ready right now, but we thought we'd ask you a few questions before we get into things today. So we do have Caloxy right behind us. You guys are close as friends, close to play, but today he's going to be your opponent. Are you going to be focusing him, or are you going to be just playing the game normally?
That was strange you brought that up. Yeah, I'm basically just going to hunt Caloxy and Dylan Francis down the whole time. I'm just going to figure out where they're at and then just W key right into their box, and it's going to be a pretty interesting experience.
Oh, there's a bit of a rivalry already. I know you guys got the duo qualifiers coming up this weekend. Now that you've seen the stage, what do you think of everything?
I haven't seen the stage from like the outside, but from inside here, it's pretty incredible. I think they did a great job, and I'm excited to play and see how it goes.
So any last words for your opponents today? Maybe a back-to-back Pro-Am win?
Use code KittyPlays.
There you go. Thank you so much. We're sending it right back down to Sundown.
Thank you so much, Kitty. I mean, hats off to you, Tfue. It's hard to make her speeches, but did it right there. No strangers to the plug. but I mean, you can tell having a little bit of fun there. Telling Cloaksy and Dylan, it's like, hey, if I see you guys at all, I am flying and I'm not gonna let you go. You know what, one thing, I wanna ask the crowd right now, who do you think would win in a 1v1? Do you think it'd be Tfue or do you think it'd be Cloaksy? Let me hear it for Cloaksy. Okay, well what about Tfue? You think Tfue would win? Bala, that sounds pretty definitive.
That definitely sounds definitive. I mean, that's awesome. Tfue is gonna be hunting Cloaksy. That's gonna be interesting.
Now, the real question is, what do you do in that situation if you're Cloaksy? Do you just completely go pick somewhere else? You know, him and Dylan have played before. They're able to find different opportunities, different strategies. I think they'll be successful, but I mean, I'm about ready, Bala. Are you ready?
I am so ready, Sundown.
All right, hey, crowd, are you guys ready? Okay, that was pretty good. Are you guys ready? All right, that's a lot better. That's enough of the pre-show. That's it for me and Bala for now. We're gonna throw it on over the stage to Golden Boy, who's gonna kick us off. Golden Boy, take it away.
What's going on, LA? Yeah, you're looking good today. All right, everyone, I'm Golden Boy. You may have heard me commentate the action yesterday for our creative showdown, but today we're gonna kick it old school. We're gonna do it right in the island. We're gonna have a good Okay, well, what about Josh Hart and Tfue? Oh, man, all right. Seems like the crowd is geared up. Seems like you're all ready to go. But enough talk. It is now time to kick things off. So, are you ready? That's what I like to hear. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the 2019 Fortnite Pro-Am, and it starts right now. Incredible stuff. Once again, huge shout out to our in-house DJ Mike Realm for killing it all weekend long. This is the talent team that is going to be bringing you all of the action today. Interviews, breakdowns, you name it. And today, we're going to be playing for $3 million for charity, folks. That's a lot of cash, all for for a good cause, and it is going to be an incredible time. But there are two people who are noticeably absent. That's right, that's right. Let's send it over to your commentators. It's going to be Zeke and Monster. Take it away, gentlemen.
What's up, Fortnite fam? Man, that was so weak, Monster. Should we try again?
Try it again.
What's up, Fortnite fam? That's what. So you guys understand how these guys are going to be competing here at the Pro-Am. So we have placement points, Zeke.
That's right. Top 15 is going to net you 3 points. The top 10 is 5. Top 5 is 7. And then Victory Royale is, of course, those 10 points. And don't forget, guys, every single elimination is a point. And we talked about that insane prize pool, $3 million. And what's awesome is that everyone is going to take a little bit of that home.
Yeah, so it's not just first place. Yes, you will get a mil for first place, but guys, look at that second, third, fourth, fifth. That is a lot of prizing there that's going to be dished out just across the board. So, you know, honestly, just for coming out, participating, taking time to put into this show today, this tournament, they're all going to be able to contribute to a great cause.
That's right. That is split 2 ways. Don't forget. So it's really cool. You know, you're going to get to come hang out with your peers, stomp them out. I mean, play for charity. You know, it's going to be a really good time. We've got 4 games lined up. I mean, I feel like, are you guys, like, pretty hyped for this? Like, I don't know. Are you guys?
Yes, they are, Zeke. Yes, they are.
Now, guys, I was hanging out in the player lounge, okay? And I don't know, you were pretty close. I think you heard. There was a little bit of trash talk happening. I think you guys just want to take a listen to this. Just listen.
Dr. Lupo, your AARP card won't help you here, old man. Guess what? It's Father's Day. I don't care. My gift to you, as the dad that you are, is a Q. Okay, I'm sending you back to the queue, bro. Literally, you stand no chance. Guess what? This isn't a singing and dancing competition, so having Jordan Fisher as a partner isn't going to help you here. When you put 2 average players together, it doesn't beat one God-tier player in me. My thickness is so incredible that you shiver when you see me in person. Guess what, Ben? You might be a couple inches taller than me. I'm 6'5", you're 6'7", but today, I'm going to make you look like a little boy on the battlefield. Hop on the battle bus, Dr. Lupo. I know I take up 2 seats because I'm so wide, but I don't even care. You can sit on the floor, boy.
Courage JD looks like poorly animated claymation in real life.
Sometimes things, that was pretty savage, honestly. Like, I was like, dang, that's a lot of smack talk coming out of Courage. And then Dr. Lupo just hit him with the one.
Dude, that
wasn't ready for that.
That was heated. And, you know, not only that, and credit to Lupo, man. He is one of the wittiest people that I know. That is not the guy you want to go kind of toe-to-toe in a little joking frenzy. He will get you.
I mean, listen, Courage JD is pretty wide. He's a pretty thick boy, so Lupo needs to be careful. Now, they've got 2 fearsome competitors. Got Jordan Fisher on one end and Brendan Urie on the other. Both very, very good at Fortnite. Now, you know, I feel like it's probably only fitting that we hear from them, because, I mean, like, that was pretty good, right, guys? Like, I mean, in a fight, I want to hear, we'll do this kind of what Sundown did. And in a fight, who wins? Dr. Lupo and Courage, right? So let's first cheer for, do you think Courage JD would win? Okay, what about Dr. Lupo? Again, seems pretty definitive. And I think, you know what, why don't we send it over to Pookie Face and hear from them firsthand after that audience reaction?
Oh my goodness, Zeke, I am down here on the floor with these 2 teams, and tensions are high. I can definitely tell you that much. Now, whether you call it beef, whether you call it chicken parmesan is really up to you to decide. But you know what? There's been kind of some animosity between these 2. Lupo, why don't you weigh on that for me?
Listen, it's not my fault that Courage JD ate all the chicken parmesan before the crowd could have any, okay? Just saying. That's all.
All right. And Courage, how do you retaliate against that? You know, there were some signs in the crowd earlier. How do you respond?
Listen, I'll let my facts speak for themselves, okay? $366,000+ raised for charity in the 2 events here. Top 120 Fortnite earner of all time. Better of the 2 casters between me and Lupo, just ask Epic. And I got the better looking, better singer and dancer of a partner in Brendan Urie. Sorry, Jordan, you're good. But we got high hopes for a living brother, and guess what? We're about to show you what's up on the battle bus, boy.
You just pulled out that Panic at the Disco reference. I do like it. Now, you know, I just got word that there's a picture that we need to show you.
Picture? A picture? What is it? What is it?
There's a picture of Lupo and oh, wow, that is something.
All right, well. Yeah.
Do you two have a picture like that, Brendan?
We don't need that. They are simply put a pro and an am. Yeah. This man has the looks of Shawn Mendes and the voice of Ariana Grande. We're going to win this thing.
Hey.
And the body of a pumpkin.
Okay.
All right, you know what, Jordan, last thoughts. What do you got to say to these guys?
I have many. Truly, at the end of the day, I'm just hoping sitting so close to Jack, his gravitational pull doesn't pull me away from my keyboard and my mouse. But I think even so, at the end of the day, the cohesion, I mean, you saw it in the picture, right? The cohesion, the practice that we got together on stream this morning. It's a shame. I wonder how long it's been since you guys have played together. But, you know, we're really looking forward to the day. Honestly, at the end of the day, it's for charity. And thank you, Epic, for having us. Appreciate it. BestFortniteDuoEver.com. Thank you so much.
I could not have said it better myself. Thank you boys so much. Hopefully we can get everyone settled down. Zeke, back to you.
Oh my gosh. It is just going on here, Zeke.
I am absolutely devastated. That has happened to me all too many times. But Fortnite fam, we know what you're here for, and that is Pro-Am games. Are you guys excited for some games? That is what I'm talking about. The players are boarding the battle bus right now, and we're about to kick things off. We're about to have some of the craziest Fortnite games you have ever seen. You can see everyone getting ready, getting hyped, and getting in the zone. Look at this on the islands, of course. In typical fashion, you know, you hop in the island, you find the biggest group of people, and you emote.
Yeah, you know, I'm always down for a little conga line in the pre-game lobby. But
and in real life.
It's all happening right here.
Yeah.
We're going to get into our game 1 very shortly here, Zeke.
Oh my gosh, all right. Well, what's a duo you're looking for? Actually, Monster, I'm going to tell you what. Hold that thought for just a moment, because Fortnite fam, the countdown has begun. Let's hear you! Let's go! The first match of the Summer Block Party Pro-Am is beginning right now.
This is it. These final moments we've all been waiting for. Just a little look at all the players kind of loading in there. And this is the lovely news shot, right? You get to see the camera, the map, the land-ins. Who will go down first, Zeke?
Well, you know, I think we've had at this point 9 weeks of open qualifiers. Everybody's ready to just take a step back, have some fun. We see Tifu there a moment. Josh Hart.
Block with Josh Hart, and I don't know. I see the map. There's some players there as well.
There's someone else. You've got Ninja and Marshawn there. They're going to Lazy Lagoon. Looks like potentially uncontested as well. Valkyrie and Justin Jones. Looks like they might be hitting fatal, and there is so many people there.
Everyone's touching down here, and most of these points of interest, these views we're seeing, there's players all over the place.
We've got eliminations coming in. Cypher BK finds first elimination of the game over onto JT Brown. Nick A30 popping it up. Laser beam. Joey Bosa as well. There is eliminations happening left and right.
This wouldn't be a Pro-Am if it wasn't some good old action, and this is what we tune in here for, guys, because it is popping off. But first up here, Hannibal's touchdown just outside of the Mega Mall.
So, as you saw that in that pre-interview, Hannibal has said collectively he's had 15 minutes total of Fortnite time.
Yeah, I can totally tell with how he's roaming around the side of the map there. Looked like he lost his duo for a second, but it's okay. Hopping over to Valkyrie here, who's doing a nice job canvassing the outside. Justin Jones sticking nice and close. You don't want to split up here. You will get punished for, you know, wandering off on your own, I should say.
That's right, and that's pretty good, right? Especially if you haven't had time to build up that chemistry. Just keep your partner close, communicate. That is the key. Look at the loadouts, though. Now, you know what's weird, Monsters? I feel like we've been, you know, the open qualifiers have been hopping in circle 4, 5, and 6 and beyond, and now we're going back to the beginning, back to roots.
Love some good old nostalgic early game action, because this is, or these are the, you know, kind of tidal waves that you get here in Fortnite, the low tides, the high tides, and it all comes down to every single interaction. Here's Tfue, guys, already has an elimination.
I believe that was over on Kray's partner as well, because we saw her there for just a moment.
Yep, and she's hidden somewhere in the block, not making a sound here. This is not the person you want to go against.
Oh, man. Take a look at the first storm circle there. On that top right half of the map, looks like Tfue's going to be pretty close there. Doesn't have to go too far. But everyone else, people down by Frosty, Happy Hamlet, even Lucky Landing, they're going to have to start making that move. Over to Action Jackson and Demarius. They've already got an elimination, but Action Jackson is on 16 HP right now.
He's in a rough spot, and there's someone pushing with the baller, so he's got to be careful. Left the sidewall open, gets taken down there. Dylan Francis.
It's Cloak and Dylan Francis. Look at this. Dylan Francis is playing decoy. He's rolling up in the baller, saying, look at me. I'm Dylan Francis. I'm going to drop some hot tunes on you. And Cloaksy's like, look, pop your head for just one moment. You're going to get popped. And that's exactly what happens.
There's more players here. You saw Demarius just underneath as well. And Dylan Francis doesn't quite know what to do. You saw a little tick right there from the storm flip. But you know what? I think they're just going to count as a small victory. This Cloak is just moving around here.
Wildcat's very close by as well. You got to think he saw that storm flip go off. Look at this. Demarius is like, look, just going to play this really slow. Don't build anything. Just use that natural house cover. Just crouch down. Keep the footprint here to a minimum.
Listen, in his poor mind, he's like, Action, they brought you here to come help me? How dare you go down so soon?
Looks like Wildcat having a similar, being in a similar situation there. Janina has been knocked out, and so Wildcat's got to figure out what he's going to do. This would have been huge for Demarius if he had gotten to that baller, but Wildcat already on and looking to make those rotations. And don't forget, if he picked up the card, he could potentially go for the revive, the revive over on Janina.
Yeah, good call, and you already saw him kind of pushing up towards the polar peak to make that happen. And oh man, I talk about wanted to see Ewok be successful, but no! Aiden just came out and shut that entire dream down. Aiden making quick work of Kurt Benkert and Ewok.
Aiden, I cannot believe you did that. Ewok taught you how to sign Ghost, and this is how you repay her? I'm so disappointed. Don't forget, Aiden is also a World Cup final qualifier, so he's looking to represent huge. But overall, to Joey Bosa and Nick 830. I think you guys think Nick 830 is pretty cool, right?
Nick 830 is great.
Losing on there.
Here it is, talking about my boy Nick, man. He's got some shots there. That player does not have any shield. He's on 3 eliminations. Look at the aggression. Doesn't even care to pop these minis right now.
The
and he gets punished. So, down sight from Lemonix.
Now, this is where things get a little difficult, right? Because they're going to start applying pressure. Joey's got to get their very fast builds coming out of Joey. I like this. Now, the question is, do Lemonix and his dual partner, Brian, do they try to get aggressive? You think they're just going to let this revive happen?
I don't think there's much they can do. They're trying to push towards him, but Jimmy's down in the field, so there's something already going on there. Yeah, and that's a heavy sniper. They got to get out of there ASAP. This is not the fight that they want. This is a fresh duo. It's 200 shield as well, or 100 shield and 100 health. They are very, very tanked up right now.
They do not want any of this action, but look, Lemonix, he is hungry. He's like, look, I want the charity money. If he had gone for that shot and landed, it would have been huge. More shots, but nothing has connected. Jarvis finds himself in elimination, and we're still at 38 duo sponsor. Don't forget, top 15 is that initial threshold for points. We've still got a long way to go.
You know what? I'll tell you this. I'm surprised. There are 71 players still alive right now.
Yeah.
As much action as you saw just kind of unfold and pop off at the start, dude, I didn't think there was going to be that many guys still alive this late in the game.
Yeah, man. Look at this. Pressure playing. You got Grime. You got Airwax over from Solary. Up on that Sky platform. You got Matt and FX Sad. Look at this. FPX Sad, excuse me. They're just chilling, man. They're just farming up as much as they can. Now, don't forget, Airwax as well over from Team Solary. He is a dual qualifier. Their entire roster went through in the, not this upcoming dual qualifier,
2 back. So he's a pretty fierce competitor. He's ready. He's like, Grime, you got me? And Grime's like, yo, we're about to win the whole thing.
Absolutely. Airwalks, I'm a huge fan of what he can do, and not only the solos, but the duos, right? Back at home when he's out there doing his competition. Team Solari is just a great squad, and no, Grime didn't quite realize he could walk into that little lava pool there.
You know, maybe he's just trying to get somewhere fast. You know, it's okay. He just took the 3 damage. Everything's all good. Someone else is close. He saw the guys go off, and look at this. Airwalks calling it out. Lasering, it's Marshawn! And immediately, Airwax using that incredible precision to rip him out of the sky.
So you know who's close. Marshawn does have a teammate, and that's Ninja, who's right above now, putting fire down on both of these guys. Can he be clutch here? Heavy Snipe comes out, takes a little bit of fall damage. Great grenades down there as well. One is going to connect Zeke.
He's got to try and bank them back so they're fracturing as much of the build as possible. But look at this. He's like, honestly, I'm not in a great position. Marshawn's already gone. I just probably need to bail on the entire situation. He's got the launch pad monster, but look at this. They're just keeping him from making decisions, right? Keeping him isolated, making sure he can't leave. They're using so much, too. There's another team from up above!
Oh, this might be it for Ninja as he is now backed against the wall. The wall replacement does happen. Up for the high ground he goes. And Airwalks meets him with the combat to the face. Down goes Ninja and Marshawn Lynch for making the wrong rotation.
I think Ninja might have stayed around a little bit. He probably wanted to try and go for the card because he did have the launch pad, right? He could have just launched pad up and out, but at the end of the day, hindsight is 2020. Teamwood here and his dual partner. Josh Hart, looks like someone's trying to get a little bit cheeky right now.
I love what he's doing here. Tifu is in the pocket right now, really putting up the pressure. He's just got his teammate Josh Hart over safely into distance, putting down fire here so Tifu can get these balls and try and get these shots. That's one. Can he get the second? And he does. Tifu with 4 huge eliminations right now. Zeke, every elimination is worth a point.
That's right.
If I had to guess, he's probably in the lead right now.
That's right. There's only so many points. So we've got Airwax, who has 4 eliminations. Nick A30 and Tifu. Wow. Tied with 4. Everyone is popping off. Speaking of Nick A30, you've got Jarvis very close by.
This is so scary.
If they're not careful, they could very easily meet their end here. Look at this. And Mayers, don't forget, Mayers is over here on Jarvis's left. He's ready to respond.
Listen, crowd, let me tell you, Jarvis on the controller is absolutely scary. He is so good. If I'm being honest, Nick is probably lucky Jarvis wanted to back up right here because his shot can punish. No, I am not kidding, guys. This will be a very intense battle if it does pop off, but dude, let's talk about our Elim leaders. Airwalks, World Cup qualifier, Nick A30, the largest, one of the largest on the YouTube community for Fortnite, and Tifu, obviously another staple person in the community. They are leading right now and popping off, and not far behind them is Nick Merckx, guys, with 3 eliminations. So it's going down right here.
Controller gang, if you're here in the building, let me hear you scream for Nick Merckx. You gotta send him your energy. There he is on screen. He sends a shot out over on Grime, and look at this. He wants to get aggressive. Kyle, his duo, is down. But look, Nick has been in these types of situations before. He's been competing all qualifier long. And I mean, he's been a competitive veteran across a multitude of titles.
Yeah, but this is crazy. Look at the map, guys. There are so many players migrating to the Sunny Steps area because this is the center of the next safe zone. And unfortunately, Kyle's already gone. If I had to guess, Nick is kind of moving towards what might be the respawn bus, but look at this, just duos everywhere.
He's probably, honestly, not going to get the chance here. You see him right on the other side of Vicstar. Vicstar is here. These are 2 titans of the Fortnite community, and I got to know what is going to unfold right now, because keep in mind, Vicstar is, first of all, Martin Star is gone. But look at his HP. He has not topped back up to 75. Nick, though, he's got that massive HP advantage. Vicstar going to try and use the impulses, make something happen. Look at this.
Oh,
you saw Nick heard it. He's like, yo, there's someone in here. Where are you? I need to shut you down.
Vicstar is sitting so still right now.
Nick, I'm surprised we can see more of his face.
This is really cat and mouse. And Nick is the cat hunting right now. Vicstar's the mouse in the corner. Hidden away in his little tunnel here, but Lucky for him. Nick's just, all right, he's going to keep it calm. He doesn't have a duo. He doesn't know Vicstar is by himself, right?
Yeah.
For all he knows, that could be a fresh duo. So playing it nice and safe here, going for placement points right now.
Someone's up above as well, Monster. There are people all the way around Sunny Steps. And the new safe zone is putting us just on top of it. Everyone else on the outside going to start making their way in. Power up on top. Looks like Taver and Brian there has gone down, but Lemonix's duo is ready to respond and get the revive. Tfue and Josh Hart, they are topping themselves off with the campfire. This is really important, right? You want to make sure when you're going into these next rotations that you have as much resources and HP, basically, to work with heading into these next fights, because that 1 point of HP could absolutely make the difference.
And look at the strat right here. Keeping Josh Hart safe, almost like protect the Prez. Because Josh Hart's in the baller.
this.
Yes, Tfue's on foot. If anyone even looks his way, he's got that heavy sniper. He's going to punish him. Josh Hart just moving on up, getting to that safety zone. He's leaving Tfue behind. Tfue's getting shot up a few times here.
I wonder,
Didn't
so
make it to the geyser,
the baller, I was going to say, he passed by an empty bar. This is huge. Okay, they both got ballers. This means that they can be very aggressive with the rotations or extremely safe. They can go and hide if they need to, build enough time. Because remember, top 15 is the first round of placements, and we're halfway there.
Yep, Tfue already marking the next zone for his teammate. I love that kind of interaction, just letting him know, hey, this is where we got to get to. And talking about places you want to be, that edge, the edge, right? Look at Jarvis here. Jarvis has got 2 eliminations already. He's doing really good.
Look at this. Aiden up on top, doing his best impersonation, rebuilding Tilted Towers on top of Sunny Steps. RIP Tilted. But also, like, what's up, Neil Tilted? I'm about it. 31 players currently in this game. 31 duos, excuse me. 54 players. So check out this safe zone, right? You've got a lot of players already inside on Sunny, but there's even more that are coming in right now because this zone is closing. Another 53 seconds, and then we're going to get a smaller zone to work with.
You see, and normally we kind of hop in right now and just take you guys straight to the action, but this is how intense it is to even make it to these final moments.
Yeah.
Interactions. Shift everything. Okay, but we're looking at the Sunny Steps. Cloak and Dylan Francis still alive, and look who's next to them. It's Tfue and Josh Hart.
Could we see these two go head to head? I want to see this so bad. Look at this Cloak getting maybe a little bit aggressive, trying to scout out. Dylan doing I like what Dylan's doing. He's watching the other side. He's like, all right, they're out there, you're out there, we've got you.
If Cloak aggravates that duo, they have a heavy snipe. The key to open any box. Might be a huge mistake here, but Cloak just peeking around right now. It's so crazy. They don't know how much danger. All of them don't really realize how much danger is all around them in these moments.
I think what's going to be key here as well is that Storm flip. He's got one in his inventory. We saw some recent changes to it. Now, don't forget, these guys also have ballers. We saw Dylan kind of playing decoy a little bit. Look at this. They're just going to rotate out the back. They're like, you know what? Let's get another position. This is just too hot right now. Let's be able to look at this. There's just people all over the place. It's still so dense.
Yep, and this is where everyone puts on the brakes because you don't get any placement for quite some time, right? The way this format works, you have to play nice and slow to make it to these end games. Every elimination is worth a point, but when you're this far into the late game, it's just too risky.
Oh, man, wild card here. Guys, if you're a fan of Tim the Tap Man, let's hear you right now. Send him your energy. He needs it. That's right, crowd. You see, you can tell he's like, yeah, they're cheering for us. That's right, Tim. We love you. Also, happy Father's Day. Quick follow-up there. Now, don't forget, they've got no eliminations, but that's still fine. He's got plenty of time.
You want to know what I observed? They are not together.
They are not.
His teammate is way off on the corner, and they got split up from each other, so that's going to be interesting. RL Grime and Airwalks here. Got to touch base with them down in the player lounge. Grime very just shy. He didn't even want to get on the interview, but Airwalks is all about it. That's what I expect from a World Cup qualifier. Now look at Airwalks leading the push. This is what I love. The pro player saying, follow my lead. Just follow my lead. And bam, yoinks that base right from underneath their feet. And it's his now. He's got some high ground. He did lose his teammate though, unfortunately. But doesn't matter. Grime builds right up. Now they're at 6 eliminations as a team.
Man, this is really good. So I like that Airwax is going in first. You know, Airwax is so comfortable in these situations. He's always been competing again, a qualifier going to the finals in New York City. So he's like, I'm completely happy to go in first, right?
Yeah.
I'm either going to run into their pro or their other player, and then at that point, it's like a 50-50, right? Do I take the shot? Maybe he goes on the defensive and just creates a little nest like he did here for him and Grime. Really great stuff. I like to see it. Now, this is where things get fun, all right? This next, okay, cool. The next circle, we're going back into Sunny Steps. Okay, over old builds.
Dude, look at that Elam feed. Loser Fruit just picked up 2 more. She's holding it down. She said she would.
Listen, Loser Fruit, in case you don't know, she is an absolute slayer. She was part of the Llama Record Company yesterday. They won her. We got Jordan Fisher, Courage AD, and Lester, the golden ticket winner. And at the end, the team collectively said Loser Fruit was the person that held off squads by herself. She was the reason we won this entire thing.
That's right.
That's what Courage JD said. I'm just repeating what Courage said.
Hey, I mean, if Courage is to be that humble, then you have to agree and appreciate that response. But Airwalk still has that sniper. He's putting down some shots. Didn't quite connect right there. They're hunting. This World Cup qualifier is on the hunt right now, traveling from across the world, really. Oh, takes up a launch pad. That's the death trap for all these players. Back here, takes out another launch pad. They're putting down pressure. No one's safe now. That's one Elam right there. Can he get a second? That is going to get followed up. He takes out a World Cup qualifier. Bucky goes down.
The action is insane.
Another one.
Watch his elimination feed in the top left. You've seen not only Airwax and Grime eliminate people left and right, but Tfue as well. He's on 6 Elams. Airwax is on 7. Nick Merckx and Nick A30 are both in this tied with 5 eliminations. There are still so many players left to be cleaned up, and we're finally getting down nearer and nearer to top 15. Just think about that, Monster. This is the first game, and we're not even in top 15 yet.
No one's gotten placement, guys. Top 15 duo is going to get them placement. There are 20 teams remaining in this game. That means there are loads of people that are solo at this point, already lost their teammate, like Gotaga up top, sitting there by himself right now. Airwalks does have another player knocked right by him. Grime is also very weak right now, so they're in a little 2v2 scuffle in that close quarter right there. This is just a nice little aerial view of everything that's going on the edge of the map. All of your favorite players. Symphony's still in it.
Oh, man.
Lucelka is still in it.
Monster, you know what time it is. It's just about time for that moving circle. We get a nice view at Nick A30. What's going on with him?
He knocked Josh Hart.
Yep.
So Tfue lost his teammate.
But this is Tfue we're talking about. He can clutch up things. Now look, Nick is out of materials, 6 eliminations, and only a single magazine left in the AR, but plenty of slugs in that combat shotgun. He's gonna look and try and navigate these and catch players off guard if he can, because he desperately needs materials. A player behind, 102 to the face, that's Cody Walker. He is down.
Nick cannot build right here, Zeke. He's looking for anything.
He needs to make something happen. He needs the material. Cody Walker went down, but he's so far away, and Nick gets traded out by Cyber PK.
Oh my.
A friend. Tfue here with 7 eliminations and materials galore. Ammo, he's got it all, but so does Airwax. These two, and Cloak and Dylan Francis are still in this. Jarvis as well. So many massive names. Aiden here too. Symphony. Muself, there's so many names. Juju getting dropped. And look, Tfue goes down. Airwalks took him down.
Airwalks is on 10 eliminations. He took out Tfue, took out Juju, and he's still going. He's got the high ground. 900 materials. Someone is behind him. What's he going to do? Just builds up right now, trying to find a little moment to kind of gather himself, right? Catch back up. And off he goes. He's got shadow bombs. Is he going to start rotating?
He's got to. He's got to go perfect. That's right. Let everyone else battle it out. Just ignore them all. You're one duel away. Cloak and Aiden both go down. They go down the crossfire. It's a free-for-all right now, just like you said.
Oh my, can he get this one right here? That's huge. Finds another one. He's at 11 eliminations. He finds someone else in the zone. That's another top 4 situation.
That was Lachlan. He shuts him down. Right now, Airwalks is in such a commanding and powerful position up on the high ground. And don't forget, this storm flip is just eating this entire zone. There's only so much space these players can work with. He's just waiting for a full send. It's Symphony. He shuts him down. It's a 1v1. Who is the other player that's left? Oh!
Here it is. He's going to go with pickaxe. Oh! Airwalks with the 14 elimination victory for the first game here, Zeke. That is why he's a World Cup qualifier, representing from across the sea.
Airwax, a 14 elimination victory royale, 24 points, and here are those final moments. Symphony cracks Bell, takes him down, and look, Patriot is just on the other side of the wall. He's got to be careful as to how he's navigating. And look at this, Airwax is already in that power position. He's waiting, he's saying rotate. Don't forget, he waited that half second to make sure Symphony felt confident. And then look at this, it was just about textbook closing up the victory royale. Honestly, I thought he was going to try and land for the pickaxe.
Dude,
my heart of hearts, I was like, please don't do this person like that. Don't do it.
It was so close, man. Nonetheless, what a grand finale that was just for that single game. And let's give some credit to his duo. Let's give some credit because his duo, RL Grime, also had 2 eliminations. That was a 16 elims off of just that alone.
Yeah, so don't forget, even though his teammate only had the 2 eliminations, this is a cooperative effort, right?
Yes.
Grime could have been sending shots in, and it's just Airwax that actually cleans up the elimination. So, still though, my goodness, I don't even, first of all, mad props on the dabs, not as good as the micro dab, but still, it's still pretty good. What an incredible first game. That was just the first game of the Pro-Am.
This is the Pro-Am, all right? It's going down.
I'm losing my voice.
That was great.
I'm losing my voice. That's what's just going to happen. Tomorrow I'm going to have no voice. Now, you guys in the audience here in the LA Forum, what'd you think of that first game? That's what I'm talking about. What an incredible game there. We saw Tfue, Cloak, Aiden, Dylan Francis, Symphony, these power
Nick
players.
30 versus Cypher PK. Nick had no mats. That was crazy.
Oh my gosh, dude. 3 more games like this. My heart can't take it. I can't. But we're gonna push through. We're gonna push through. What an insane game. Don't forget to use that hashtag Summer Block Party. Send us your favorite moments. Tell us how you're enjoying this crazy event. It's so much fun. Dr. Luba put it best. I believe what he said. It comes once a year. Ninja said it best. I'm sorry. Excuse me.
Ninja said it best.
That was the interview I had with him. I remember.
This kind of event only comes around once a year. You really just got to embrace it, soak it all up. And this is what happens when you put competitive players with, you know, some big profile celebs, man. Anything can kind of go down. We saw at the end there, it turned into a good old-fashioned solo, though, too, right?
Yeah, for sure.
It's like, all right, celebs, you guys hold it down. Wait, it's time to get serious. And it started really punching to the metal right there.
I feel like it's always going to be like that because, like, you got to think if you're like someone like Tfue, right? You're like, okay, I've been playing these qualifiers. Like, I have a set competitive way of playing. You're like, oh, I'm going to relax. And you see, like, a guy, like, one by one a certain way, like, faster than everyone else. You're like,
you know, it would be Cloaksy? It would be impressive if we can get a serious duo to just kind of stomp all the way through. So, you know, give a little extra shout out to whoever can pull that one through.
Yeah, for sure. Now, of course, we've got to send it down to an interview with our winners, Airwax. So we're going to send it right now and over.
Hey, Zeke, thank you so much. I am down here with Airwalk and RL Grime, our first winners today out of 4 games. You guys performed exceptionally well. That many eliminations, I don't think any of us thought that we would see it today. Can you walk us through what it was like during that game?
It was easy. It was easy. It's simple as that. I don't know if it was 50 pros and 50 amateurs, but I only saw 98 bots.
Whoa, we got some fighting words already. Amazing job, though. So, RL Grime, one question. What is it like performing music around the world versus performing here and competing on this stage?
Yeah, it's very different. It's nice having a teammate to help you up there. And luckily, my teammate's a beast, so yeah.
Yeah, your teammate is a beast. Well, good luck, you two, going forward. I'm really looking forward to see how well you do in the next 3 games. Thank you guys so much. Back to the casters.
Thank you so much, Kitty Plays. Man, Airwax is putting in so much work there. And Grime as well. These guys are a fearsome competitor.
Listen, Grime makes music. He might just have to write himself a little symphony of what went down here today for Airwalks because, man, that guy's he's a person, that's for sure. 98 bots?
90, that's
a personality.
That's
right
aggressive.
there.
All right, that's aggressive way, but don't forget, in the interview we had, I was like, hey, you know, like, is there another duo you look at? And I always do this, like, toss out the, like, are you guys the best? You're like, ha, you're the best. He's like, no, I'm the best. I'm Airwax. And I was like, okay. You won first game with, like, 16 elims as a duo, so, okay, all right, I like to see it.
Yeah, and, you know, talk about things you like to see. Let's go ahead and send it down to Sundown, who's got, you know, a little breakdown of some of the things that went down today.
Thank you so much, Monster and Zeke. And I actually had an opportunity to chat with Airwalks and RL Grime right before us, and they were like, you know, I don't really feel like doing interviews that much, but if we win a game, maybe. And then, boom, right out of the gate, Airwax said, I'm going to win the Pro-Am, I'm going to win the World Cup. It doesn't matter what it is, but now let's take a look into what happened in the last game and a little bit of the action. So first, we're going to hop on board here with Tfue, see what's up, takes that TAC AR, and then just right away rips Cray apart. Brilliant shots there, and on board with what ended up being our Victor Royales. You can see Airwalks taking great shots to the sky. RL Grime throwing some shots over, and that was Marshawn Lynch. You can immediately see how Airwalks checks above him where those shots are, knowing that Ninja is lurking and around in there. The shots come down. They both make sure they box up, but from a combined effort with Grime throwing down shots with the AR and then able to take it away, Tfue putting pressure down with that tactical shotgun, what he does best, picking up Do Young Kim, and then Nick A30 going to work, showing off the accuracy of the tactical AR at range. Just brilliant to pick that one up and getting the full elimination onto Xavier Woods. And then Pipe Punk showing off that sniper rifle, the semi-automatic. It gets a lot of error, but Valkyrie caught that one. Yeah, give him a little bit of PogChamp up there. And also, you know, they said Airwalks putting the work, but RL Grime putting the work here, saying, my song for your Adams, well, how about for my builds? Getting a nice little double ramp up, one by one-ing himself out, and editing down and reset. I see you putting on some work there on the side, but brilliantly done. Game one was fantastic, some great moments, but we're going to throw it back up to the casters at the desk. Monster and Zeke, take it away, gents.
Thank you so much, Sundown. We are back there. Good to see Courage JD looking so good. Dr. Lupa and Jordan Fisher. And don't forget, we've got 3 more games on deck. We're getting ready to head back into the next one. Of course, everyone's reboarding the battle bus. That's the way it works. But really quickly, before we hop into this next game, let's take a peek at the standings. I'm curious to see how things are shaking out for these players. Because Grime and Airwax, I mean,
no
that
surprise.
lead.
Absolutely no surprise there. Airwax way up at the top. But hey, look at these 2nd through 10th. Cloak and Dylan Francis, Tfue, Josh Hart, Aiden Losky, Symphony. Did we expect anything different? Nick A30's up there at 8th place. This is awesome for them. They're still in top 10. This is anyone's ball game.
That's right, and it only, you know, this is just the first game. Even if you were eliminated 100th, excuse me, it's not that big a deal. You got 3 more games to show up. You just need a game like this, where you get 26 points, and here we jump to page number 2, more names. Don't forget, everyone's going to get a little bit of that pie for charity. So many big names, so many more games to hop into, and of course, I cannot wait to get back into the action.
So this is a good question. Are you guys ready for game 2?
I feel like everyone fell asleep or something. You want to try that again?
You want to wake them up again? Is anyone ready for game 2? There we go.
That's what we're talking about, Fortnite fam. You saw top 5. You know how insane these next few games are going to be. Let's hear it one more time for all the players playing in the Pro, and make some noise! And here we go, Monster. 4, 3, 2, 1. The battle bus has launched, and we're coming in over Gus, heading by to Snobby Shores. Almost a perfect cut down the center of the map, and yet again, you get to see all the players' perspectives, see how they're zoned in right now. They want to try and get some of this charity money. They want to be the best among their peers. They want to say we for the Pro-Am champions.
Yeah, not only that, you take home a sweet, sweet trophy. Remember, there's only 2.
That's right. Well, now, so there's 4 in the world, and Ninja and Marshmallow took last year away.
Oh, yeah, they already own those.
So, you mean, if you're like Ninja, I'm thinking, I want to try it. I'd like a second gold pickaxe, you know, then I have 2, and then I can kind of dual wield them. So, I hear some people chanting, let's go Ninja. That's what I'm talking about, of course, of course. But here we go. these players are making their descent. Now the question would be, are they going to swap things up? You think they're maybe thinking, I've got, you know, Tfue landing with me, maybe I go somewhere else? You think just stay the course? What do you think?
No, absolutely. I think my rule of thumb is if you land in game 1 and you get just taken out, maybe give it another game. But if it doesn't work a second time, man, it is time to get out of there. As Brendan Urie takes out Justin Jones.
Wow. And Courage JD shuts down Valkyrie right out of the game.
Listen,
Xavier Woods as well is down.
We just talked about losing in the early game. Nick A30 had so many eliminations last time. This is why. If you land Fatal Fields, he's ready to bring it to you, and it looks like he's got himself a flint knocking. Xavier Woods, man, all that smack talking. Even Royalistic are not doing so hot, unfortunately.
Well, this is Nick A30 we're talking about. Pretty fearsome. Pretty fearsome here, but over on the other side, Courage JD, Brendan Urie, we saw Courage eliminate Valkyrie. She's been gone. That's it. Back in the lobby, waiting for that next bus.
That's right. And Brendan took out someone else there. It was Justin Jones. But over on your right-hand side, guys, here's the format. Don't forget, 15th. We'll get them a couple points. That's a long way out, up to 10th, and then 5th as a duo. And last but not least, that Victory Royale. Every elimination up until that point, or up until then, is worth 1 point. But a little bit of a skirmish going on here is Courage is getting shot up, so he's already lost the shield. He's down to just bandages.
He needs to make something happen, man. He's got to find a half shield, some minis, anything at all, even a med kit to get him back up to the 100. Brendan's in the same position, right? They don't have much to work with. Ammo looking very, very sparse right now. Basically, whatever's in the gun is what they have.
Yep, no shield. Barely anything else. They're in like a weird pinch here. Those players have that high ground. And you know, when a good player lands a shot like that, that just gives them confidence. Like, hey, they don't even have shield. I hit both of them. That's why Taven Bryan's pushing up here. He's got the 100 shield already.
And you got to think, too, as well, right? Like, you send a few shots their way first, and then you waited 30 seconds before sending more shots over. If you don't see blue numbers, which is those shields, you're like, oh, they're probably at 75. Alpha of whatever we hit them for. So you know they're looking to hunt these players down. They want to shut down Courage JD. Look at this. They're just making rounds. Are they in this house? No, not in this one.
I'm loving these angles right here. Lemonix is just looking around right now. He's on the hunt. Slurper Juice, or the Slurp Juice is already ticking here. So with every second that passes by, his health is going up. Shots coming in from the side, using this little bit of distraction. He's going for that high ground. Little 1-2 right there. It's his now to take.
Only got a handful of builds. Now he's got the drum gun in hand. He also even has the swarm flip, but look at this. Tavern finds Brendan Urie. He is gone. Where is Courage? He gets picked up. That's it.
Ooh.
Oh! Wait a minute. Wait a minute. If I heard this right, Chandler Riggs got a pickaxe elimination. I think we got to go to this replay. I got to know. Chandler, go! Reliving The Walking Dead, saying, get away from me, zombie.
Can't he find it? Dude, that was aggressive. Look at him go here, just beating down players. No weapons, doesn't even need them.
Wow, that really was like The Walking Dead, because all he had afterward was a pistol. That's it.
Right.
Back with Ninja. Man.
Oh, his teammate's down.
He's probably just got to abandon him. He's got to say, look, you know what? We're not really in a good spot to take this. Maybe we would just fail. Now, if you're Ninja, you know, you got to think, I can't let this just go. Look at that. Immediately turns. Muzelk going to take a face full of lead there.
Got to be careful. Muzelk does know how to use those weapons. He's also a daily Fortnite player. Hopping back to the Happy Hamlet one-shot girl.
You know, I'm not going to lie. Very happy to see Julie here. This morning she woke up. She was saying, not feeling too hot. But in the end, she went to the doctor, got it all taken care of, and now she's joining us. Very happy to see her here. So, of course, Fortnite fans, if you're tuning in, please just go send some love her way. I know she'd very much appreciate it, but look at this zone right now. You know, these guys are sitting very comfortably in Happy Hamlet. And, you know, there's this play space they've got to work with. Some of it's in the water.
Ooh, another very weird zone. Super south zone here. Whenever that happens, it typically leads to more congestion, but hopping in with Jarvis, who's got this high ground. We're at Paradise Palms. Jacob lands in a nice little stinker right there. It's going to flush him out. And he's peeking. He knows where he's at. This is more ticks for Jarvis. That's another 15 health. Sends in a second. Doesn't quite connect that time, but At least he knows, all right, this box has been flushed out here. Gives his teammate a little bit of time to kind of gather together. Myers is just a little too far here from Jarvis, though.
That's good. I really like, even if you didn't necessarily get a bunch of damage over, you're just using that to buy yourself a little bit of time, collect yourself, meet back up with your duo, and then reassess the situation. Now, Jacob, he's making a pretty aggressive push here. He knows that Jarvis is up on that hill, and he's trying to just be a little more aggressive. He's trying to find an angle if possible, but he's like, look, we don't need to be fighting head on right now. Let's just keep moving. Let's just make it into safety, and then we'll kind of deal with this threat in a little bit.
Yeah, you got to respect it. He's definitely trying to back off right now and see if he can find the prime time opportunity. Maybe bait him in and get a couple shots. That's why he's backing up here, seeing if they can fall for this little bit of a trap to expose themselves. But that's going to kind of diffuse itself. We got back to Cody Walker and Lachlan here.
Now, Lachlan, if you were watching the elimination feed, he just picked up Pokimane. She has been eliminated. Lachlan, codename Elf, codename Locky here. He is hungry for. He sees the player running there. A few great shots. They're on very low HP, and there you go. Martin Doherty is picked up as well.
And, you know, this is looking like a whole different game. The last one, we were barely at 70-plus players alive. You know, it took a little bit of time, but I think we got that first game jitter out the way. This is only Storm Wave 1. Leading into the second zone here, and look at the shots haven't stopped.
I mean, Lachlan is disgusting, all right? He's ready. He is honed in, looking for more players. But look at this, man. They are in the storm. Now, they don't have too far to go, but this is just damage you don't want to be taking right now.
Oh, and there is a baller there, so see Lachlan running straight for it. He's going to have to dip out on Cody. Sorry, bud.
He's like, I'm going to be okay. Just make it into safety. I think, so Cody, I feel like he probably should have transferred the ball over to Cody just because he's got a shield to work with, but I think he's making this aggressive play because he's trying to get ahead of Cody, just make sure there's no one just ahead of them. Because if they make a wrong rotation, they could be cleaned up off of it.
Yeah, when it comes down to the storm, definitely is, or begs the question, right? Hey, you got a storm flip, you'll be okay for a little bit if you desperately need it. He does have a make it as well, so yeah, he's okay here, but hopping over with Matt Judon here, and FBX Sad there, and a little bit of a fight. RO Grimes got the high ground, but look who it is. Airwalks taking up 2 players. He doesn't care. He's right in the box here. His teammate's gone down. Airwalks versus Scarlet and Ellie here. Snickers are coming out. Airwalks is chewing it up. Sad actually got the pick there. So this is not looking too good for Airwalks. I think too much smack talk in the previous game. Scarlet does take him out. And now Sad's making a full-on push here. FBX Sad. Here comes the Dynamite.
That storm flip just going to minimize the affected play space, force people into Sad's clutches here. He's looking to find another elimination. He's got himself that slurp, but don't forget that's healing over time. He's got to just wait it out. Another storm flip coming out. Okay, run for the hills. Don't forget this is 5 damage to your HP. And look at this. They've only got so much room to work with right now. Sad finding himself in a little bit of an awkward position. Look at this. Muse up gets near. He's like, hello? Are you fighting? I'd like some of this, please.
This is just perfect for Sad here. Now he's just turning everything around at this point. Matt needs to jump in here and help his teammate out. Is he going to be able to do it? Yo, look at Sad with the quick Eddie right there showing why he's here today. Hello, representing Bye-Bye Yourself. You jumped into the wrong battle, buddy, as he is still holding it down.
He's going to make Muselk very sad after that performance. Come on, guys. You know I had to. Now, the question is, what happens next? Juju is by himself. He's sitting in a 1-by-1. Now, he doesn't know there's a launch pad. We see the launch pad. Don't tell him. We got Ellie and Scarlet over there. And Sad is now just thinking, okay, I definitely know there was a duo I was fighting. Muselk tried to get cheeky and tried to go toe-to-toe with us. Mistakes. Oh, no. Jordan Fisher has been eliminated there in the top left in your elimination feed. This could spell disaster.
Koa definitely someone to be afraid of, traveling all the way from South Korea to be here today. But Scarlet and Ellie, man, just you gotta respect Sad. He pushed off 4 players in that situation. Matt Judon, unfortunately, just wasn't doing or contributing too much in those final moments, so he really was up there just kind of putting it all down. Took out Muselk, but get Ellie here. Scarlet, they're out.
This slipstream is going to be so helpful as he zooms by another fight. He's like, all right, time to start dolphining. This is what we call when you're in the slipstream. You just kind of come out and then kind of go back in, then launch up, and then come back down. Now over to Ninja. Oh, my goodness. Look at this. Marshawn, yet again, has been down. So Ninja's got to make something happen. Hopefully he picked up the card because there is a respawn van here in Lucky Landing. But look, there's even more players.
Ooh, Ninja and Bucky.
Oh,
Bucky's
Lupo
already
is
made
here.
it.
Tifu is right around the corner.
And Dr. Lupo's right above that as well. But Ninja trying to take on Bucky. No, this is the wrong player to fight. Bucky's already qualified for this. Oh, he tried. It doesn't even matter. Kenneth and Bucky push right on through. This is why he's going to the World Cup, guys. And that's going to be their first elimination.
You can see, too, when Bucky picked up the elimination there with Kenneth, there was big smiles. They're like, that's Ninja. You know that's a confidence booster.
Yes, I got to meet Bucky's mother and Bucky. We did a little bit of a interview earlier today, and she said she's his biggest supporter. She almost said, I believe word for her, said, I fangirl for my son, and that's her biggest supporter. But
that's so awesome.
That's the kind of support you love to see in the Fortnite community. But
you know,
hop around here.
I'm curious. What's our boy Dr. Lupo doing? Let's take a moment to see. So remember, Jordan Fisher got picked up. There he is, giving the finger gun. I like it. Loadout's looking pretty good. He's got that single shadow bomb if he's got to try and make himself to safety. So if I'm Dr. Lupo, I'm thinking, all right, what do I need to do here to get placements first, right? Let's at least make it into that top 15 first. Then I'll look to pick up elims. You know, people are not going to really be paying attention to a single player if he's playing it right, playing it slow, playing it a little bit sneaky. But, I mean, there's still quite a number of big names left in the lobby. Aiden, Lemix, Patriota, Nick A30, Cloak, KU, Lachlan, Bruce Brown, just to name a few, Nick Merckx as well.
That's right, and don't forget, guys, if you see something you like, make sure you guys use that hashtag SummerBlockParty and hit us up on social media, guys. We love to see the clips and those interactions. I'll be sharing everything that comes my way. But we saw some players hiding. It was Scarlet who's in the field, and looks like they turned Cloak now. They're sending off some fire shots here. Jacob sending in the dynamite. Nice little window play here. He's got that right camera peek. Is he going to be able to find another opportunity? There's one. No, just kind of putting in some pressure.
Their team was ready. They heard. You know, if you're playing Fortnite for any extended period of time, you know what that distinct dynamite sounds like. 70 over onto that player, though. That was a blue number, so the question is, how much shield do they have left? Were they on 100? Were they less? Jacob wants
he already knows. He hit the dynamite, so he's going in right here. Look at, he's just trying to get this shot, and that's one! Great shot on Douglas! Took the wall so quick!
And now look at this, someone else trying to build above him, and Jacob is saying, look, there's someone trying to aggress. Got to build. Got to make sure we can get around him, but do it in a good way to make sure we get this next rotation safe. And look at this. Jacob's like, look, we got to start making our way over. Come on, make your way over to me. The power, though. He's in a tough spot right now.
Yeah, but I love it. They just counted it out as a huge victory for them, right? You know what? We got the elim. Just got to back out of here now. Bye-bye to your teammate. Get some fresh loot. And they're off. They're going to get the next zone. And Flake, man, if he gets too aggressive, you got to understand, this guy already took good care of your teammate. Oh, that's what happens. Jacob says, he didn't forget about you, buddy. Thanks for coming this way, and takes him right out the game.
So while Connor's sitting here like, all right, you know, we should probably make this rotation, his duo partner's like, I've been watching this guy. All right, yeah, no, he's like, listen, like, yeah, we'll make the rotation, sure. God, Ewok here, check it out. Over with Kurt. Waiting, biting. They've got a launch pad when they need to bail. Looks like Kurt also had that RPG in hand. Look at the loadout coming in right now. Ooh, I like it. And they're in the current safe zone. Feeling pretty good.
And I love this right here. Ewok rocking that Falcon jersey to represent her teammate. Ben Kurt was on the Falcons. That's pretty cool right there. A little bit of extra love right there. You can see she's throwing out a couple pings right here, trying to communicate with their duo. For an opportunity here.
I like that Ewok is pre-editing things. She's waiting. She's not confirming it. She's saying, if we need to bail, I've got the editing ready. Here we go. Launch pad comes out. That's the kind of things, those little things are going to help you level up your gameplay when you're playing Fortnite. And now here we go. Ewok looking to get aggressive. I mean, look, we know Ewok is insane.
She's about to show you guys why. Someone's letting out some shots. Her teammate is split up. What's she going to do? She's got to back him up here.
Look at the thought process there as well. We know shots are coming in, and instead of her trying to figure out where the player's going, she's trying to reinforce their move, making sure this is as stable as possible. You hear explosions. He's going to pass over some half shields here, some of the minis, excuse me. And now this is where things, and what's good too, is they're in the next safe zone. There's, oh gosh, Nick A30 is here.
Oh, it's Nick who's bothering them over in the box.
Oh goodness. Okay.
This is going to be a good battle here, Zeke. We might see unfold in just a bit. Ewok messing with a couple edits, trying to decide what she's going to want to be.
Got another
See
minute.
a couple fun facts about the player Can. Ewok, a 13-year-old streamer, and you're the youngest Fortnite player here at the Pro-Am. So, the youngest competitors in the scene here. No!
Oh.
Nick wins the exchange right there.
Back. It was very close, but Kurt, you got to do something. You got to go quick. Start applying pressure.
He's trying, he's trying. Oh, so close. Kurt almost won the exchange right there, but Nick was just a little faster on the draw. Beat Ewok to the wall and punished in those moments. Nick had a fantastic last game, was only shut down because he didn't have materials. You guys tuned in a little late, but he made it all the way through to end game, and now look, they have 4 eliminations already. Don't forget, they're also in the top 10, like literally on the leaderboards, the standings, so showing you guys why. Take a look at Tfu's kind of trailing behind, no eliminations.
If you've been watching the Open Qualifiers, you know this is classic Tfu. He's got an abundance of material, sitting on a nice little perch with a bird's eye view, waiting for enemies to make a mistake. He is so good at capitalizing on any little error that enemy players make. If they make a wrong edit, if they make a wrong build, a wrong rotation, he is always in the right place, in the right mindset to take advantage of that. Josh Hart and him are going to begin their rotations there. Now, I always say this, don't forget, top 15 is the first round of Blazing points. We need another 7 duels to fall before those points come out. Jordan Jones and Gotaga going to be picked up there in the elimination feed. And look at this next half in, half out, man. That circle is dangerous.
It's better than going south, though, because at least they're going to stay on the land. So you got to count your small blessings while you can right there. Now another look here. Tfu always got those front row tickets.
He's always he's like, I'm sitting up on this perch. I'll tell you what, let's come over here and build a new perch. This is my home.
Chris Thompson's got that minigun. He doesn't have a lot of ammunition. He's actually really hurting here. Fortnite term, we like to call this shambles. He is in shambles.
They want an elimination. They need something because, like you said, man, they've got basically nothing to work with. Now, he's probably calling out this enemy team here in front. You gotta think Dank Ops is probably up on that high ground, just above him. Just getting a nice little, surveilling the land. You know, who do I think I see? I recognize these types of builds.
He's just looking all around. He's like, oh no, slips out the build. Took some fall damage right there. Gave a little too much pressure. He's trying to sneak underneath those builds. He's looking at his team like, man, I'm so sorry, dude.
He was maybe a little too focused up on what the task at hand, you know, what was in front of him. Look at this, Aiden. He's ready, man. He's swooping in like an eagle, just taking away the high ground from everyone else.
Aiden is our #1 elimination leader in this current round so far, guys. He's at 5 elims.
Oh.
That's a storm flip. It's pushing him way up top. This is scary because the higher he goes, the more unsafe it becomes if it's not held up by too much.
He's got to be real careful. They don't seem to be in any danger right now, which is really good.
He's got a rift.
You know, making the quick rift play as you're falling, pretty tough. Nick Merckx, though, going to be picked up by Connor Bell and Jacob and shut out of the lobby, especially at a top 15. You hate to see it. More eliminations coming in. Josh Hart as well goes down to power, and look at this. Aiden finds Patriota.
Dude, I see Bucky all in the Elim feed as well right now, so Bucky looks like he's having a great game. Out comes the rift to go. Oh, it's time to rotate.
Lachlan picks up Cloaksy. Wow. And look at this, Lupo finding more eliminations as well.
Here's the focus. Aiden says, yay. There's a little bit of a high ground right there. Maybe we want to snatch this up. It is in the zone. He does have material to hold it as well. Nick A30 still in the game. You see down there, Symphony as well. So many players still alive. Tfu's still in this game. He's got a baller. He's jumping in and out that vehicle. Aiden lands right on top of Power and wins the exchange. Down goes Power. It's his high ground now. You can see Lost King lands right inside with this duo. Kind of finishes him up. So Aiden is doing so good right now as they have 7 eliminations now.
Man, Rob is doing so good working with Aiden. You know, when we talked with him in the player lounge, he's like, look, I know Aiden. I know Aiden's very good. Whatever he does, I'm just going to follow, right? And you can see they're playing so well together. Whatever Aiden calls, Rob is ready to follow up on this and back him up.
That's Tifu
It's
right there.
Nick!
Another knock, Zeke.
That's it. He's gone. He's been eliminated. That duo is out, especially at the top 5, but it's okay. Look how many big names are still left. Bucky, KU, Tifu, Rob from Lost King goes down. Aiden's got to respond fast. He's got to do something.
Yes, he's in this game right now to win it. He just took out another player. Aiden is on it, and he's got the high ground. Tifu goes down to Bucky, or Kayun there. Kayun's still in this game. It's a 1v1 now. Bye-bye, Kayun. This is Aiden versus Bucky 2. World Cup qualifiers going toe-to-toe right here. What's he going to do? This is like a little bit of a playground battle. He's holding that high ground. You know, with some nice little 1-2s. He does have 700 material as well still. Little cartwheel, you know, showing him that he's here. Show.
Aiden here, he wants this. He's so hungry for these extra points coming out. He gets cheeky. The shot missed, but it's okay. Right now, Aiden's got health advantage. Bucky's is about on 100. Okay, excuse me, 85 effective HP. He wants this. Look at this. Aiden's just supplying pressure.
Oh, tries to go high ground.
This might have been a mistake. This is Aiden. We're talking about more damage over on the shields. Bucky's down to nothing. And Aiden! Victory Royale!
So close in the final moments. Bucky, with all that pressure on his shoulder, could not handle Aiden, who was stone cold. We saw a little cartwheel there. He's kind of saying, hey, listen, this is nothing. I got this high ground. He felt really good about it.
Ice in the veins. Let's take a look at that again. And just look at Aiden. He is so ready to isolate Bucky. Everything he's doing is forcing Bucky here to make a mistake. And in the end, Aiden capitalizes, forcing him out of the storm, and it's enough to close it all out.
I mean, the crazy part is, this is just like a little taste of what the World Cup is going to be like, because the skill is real, the energy is real. Loving the crowd reactions right now. That was a fantastic little ending right there, and Aiden takes the game. That's a huge accomplishment here at the Pro-Am.
But also huge props to Rob. You know, he's sticking to his guns, doing everything he said. I'm just going to stick with Aiden, make sure that we're playing our best. And in the end, you know, we saw as long as Aiden's leading the pack, Rob's right behind, ready to finish off eliminations, pick up materials, pick up weapons, ammo, and just keep that momentum moving forward. And that's what helped them get that dub. Rob, I'm feeling it, dude. If you ever want to carry me, probably never going to happen because we'll never play games together. But I'd personally like it if you carry me. Anyway, yeah, games are cool. Fortnite, great stuff.
Love Fortnite. Love Fortnite. Love these moments, these interactions. You know, that end game was stacked. Kayun, Tifu, Aiden, Bucky. I mean, I talked about I'd be happy if a duo made it all the way to the end. Shout out to Lost Kings Rob, man. He made it all the way there.
Yeah. In fact, close. You know what? I want to send it down to Rob right now with Pookie Face, who's standing by with an interview. And Rob, I just want you to know you're amazing.
Did you hear that, Rob? Zeke wants to let you know that you're amazing.
Oh, hey, I try. I just try to learn from my partner, Aiden, who is the best.
Oh, listen to that. Congratulations, you two, on taking game number 2. Aiden, you had 10 eliminations. High ground warrior there right at the end. You love to see it. How does it feel to be in the stadium playing with all of these fans here?
Oh, it's the most amazing feeling ever, being around all these content creators and, you know, celebrities, and the crowd is amazing. Let's go! I'm so happy to be here. This is like such a great moment with this. Oh, I love this.
We love having you, as always. Now, going into the next game, I know earlier we kind of talked about you were just going to follow Aiden around and do what he said. Is that going to continue to be your strategy?
Yeah, I think anything he says, I'm just going to do it. It worked the first time, worked the second time, so I'm going to keep following his orders.
Well, if it's not broke, don't fix it, right? And finally, you know, this is a lot of money on the line for charity today. Aiden, tell me about the charity you're going to be donating towards if you win.
My charity is the Wounded Warriors. Shout out to my grandpa and my dad. They're vets, so I love the vets. You know, you can never go wrong with that.
I agree. Well, thank you guys so much. Good luck in your next game. Zeke, Monster, back to you.
Rob's sitting here talking like he's following orders. He is absolutely wrong. Rob, it's not following orders. You're just cooperating with your duo. I know you're secretly the mastermind, Rob. I'm on to you. I see you.
We saw it at the Creative Showdown. The best teams kept quiet when it came down to exposing strats. So, you know, give him a little kind of, nah, man, I ain't doing nothing. I'm just following Aiden.
Yeah, I just following Aiden. You know, Aiden's been the one getting elimination. You got to think of, like, I'm Rob. I'm like, but they're at 99. Hey, Aiden, there's someone wounded over there. Yeah. Great Elin. Aiden. Of course, we're just kidding. Aiden is phenomenal. That's why he is qualified for the World Cup Finals coming up. But, man, what a powerful duo. If they have a repeat performance like that, I'm going to be losing my voice. Actually, it's already happening slowly. I hope no one can hear it. I'm embarrassed about it.
You gotta hold it down, Zeke. Contain it, because there's so much going on. But talking about things going on, let's all send it over to Sundown, who's got a little recap for us.
Thank you so much, Monster and Zeke. That last match was incredible. Aiden and Rob proving that they weren't stuck or too far gone, able to take the top spot away with another impressive performance. And I mean, so far, the tail of the tape has been those World Cup qualified players absolutely dominating the competition. Let's take a look at some of the gameplay they were able to show in the last match. But first, we're going to kick it off with FPX Sad and what they were able to do to the previous match victor. So you see him throwing out the grenades, actually picks up RL Grimes, saying you can catch that one, and then pushes forward and is able to take him out. That was the partner of Airwalk, so managed to throw a little bit of a stick there in their game plan, and then followed it up with another great elimination. Just watch him edit down right away, finds the combat shot, and picks up Musel. Brilliantly done there from FPX Sad and his partner. But now on board here with Kenneth Fareed and Bucky, just recently signed Envious, but you can see Kenneth push right in and take out Ninja. But Aiden would not be overdone again. The only controller player in the world so far to have qualified for the duos portion of the competition. But Bucky says, you can hold this, hold my pickaxe, picks up the double there onto Jarvis. Brilliantly done, and we would see those end up matching up later. But now look at a quick little edit coming out from Jacob, able to push in and find Nick Merckx, and just barely coming to the rescue of Connor there. Did end up getting knocked, but was able to get it there. So that's some of the gameplay. It will give you guys a look. And one other thing you don't necessarily always get to see is how these guys communicate. So let's take a quick listen in to what one of these duos sounds like when they're getting started and trying to figure out what's going on.
I think they might have dipped. They might be down in the basement though.
In the basement of
our house,
of
yeah.
my home?
Of your home, dude.
Of my home? Where my family sleeps?
Where your family sleeps, bro.
All right, well.
I mean, now that is one good example of communication. They were able to figure it out. They were in the basement and they kicked it out of there. So we got to see how one of these duos communicates. Let's take a little listen in to how another duo ends up communicating with Nick A30 and his partner.
Oh, he just RPG'd me. Be careful. They're gonna start pressuring. Got one down. Getting pressured.
He's low. He's no shield.
Okay.
Got
Nice, Joey. Let's go, dude. Okay, let's try to get all this stuff. I think the other person's mask fell down, so let's just not even worry about it. We just got.
And you can see they're not dropping any of the info. Brilliant communicated from Nick A30. He's all about educational commentary, making sure you level yourself up while getting it out there. Him and his partner, Joey, able to clean that one up. A fine example of how you work together. The two matches so far have been incredible. We have two more, and we're going to throw it back up to the caster's desk with Zeke and Monster. Gentlemen, take it away.
Thank you so much. Sundown, we are back. We're hanging out here at the Pro-Am. In case you're just tuning in at home, welcome. Hope you've had an incredible Father's Day. Of course, shout outs to fathers across the world. Now, after these first two games, Monster, I think it's time to look at the standings. You know, what is shaking out? We saw Airwax clutch up a big win, but after game number 2, are they still in first? They are not.
Oh, it's Aiden who takes that first place. The king of communication, Nick A30's up in fifth as well. And just take a look at that. Bucky had a great game that last round. A little bit of consistency.
Yeah.
Gonna pull him up to third as well. And Airwalks just kind of bumped down. They could not earn any points that round right there. And that shows you consistency is going to be everything. Not just one big kind of game is going to hold you up here.
Right.
You got to play all four relatively good or you're going to fall behind.
That's right. A lot more consistency has to come out of Airwax. But again, more players here. Your top 20 currently. Now, Fortnite fam, I got a question for you. You guys know Peely, right?
It's the banana guy?
You guys know Peely, right? Have you ever wondered how Peely came to be? I can show you how Peely came to be, all right? We've been debuting these across all weekend. You saw the one of Jonesy on the island. But now, in case you didn't see it, I want to show you how Peely came to be.
Those are cute. I love it.
I like it. I like it. We'll be debuting more of those over the weekend. Maybe you were here yesterday. You got to see some, but we're going to have more to show. But of course, Fortnite fam, after those two games, they were pretty heated games. I think we need to go to a break, all right, a little short break. But stick around because our house DJ, Mike Realm, is going to be spinning. So Mike Realm, take us out.
Burgers from dirt to munch. Tacos royale with brunch. Red juices a tasty treat for Lil with Peely and Pizza Pete. Let's slide out to the lobby to get your squad tsunams. Let's slide out to the lobby to get your squad tsunams.
behemoth threat looms from beyond the horizon. To stand against it, each of us, master and recruit alike, will choose our own path. Whatever it is you seek, every hunt offers the chance to earn glory, trophies, or at least a battle scar. Ramsgate, an outpost at the edge of the world, has become our home. And as long as we draw breath, it will not fall. We have learned to turn the behemoth's unique, lethal power back against them. And we do it in style. The behemoths are changing, evolving. And so we forge new bonds, together, one hunt at a time. Live on the edge of every moment, Slayer. Live for the hunt.
Hey guys, Monster Defense here, down in the player lounge, and I'm joined with Pokimane.
All right, what's up, Fortnite fam? We're hanging out with Wildcat. How you feeling, W? Are you excited?
Still got some butterflies in my feet, but I'm feeling good. I'm feeling good.
What do you think about the format?
Honestly, I'm really excited for this format because I know no one has really played it yet.
Don't you think Courage has a little bit of an advantage there? He's kind of cheating. He's on the casting team, so like...
I think Jordan Fisher's on his team too, and they already have pre-built synergy. They've played together a ton, but you know what? That doesn't mean they're going to win.
Any strategies going into this?
Take first place. Run it home.
Yeah, creative mode is like right up my alley. I've been doing stuff like that in different games for the past few years, so I'm looking forward to it. I think I'm going to do really well.
What's your favorite emote?
Gotta be Billy Bounce. That or Knee Slapper. Both are really good. I cannot do either, though.
Yeah, I can do like that one.
Boom, there it is. Now, last year, the Pro-Am, you got to hang out with Logic on stage. We need to talk about that.
The Logic thing was just a monumental moment. I still can't believe it. I show it to everybody. My parents show it to everybody. I'm forever grateful for that moment. Really being able to just to show them how it's done. You know what I'm saying?
I know your teammate is sick, so do you know who's going to be replacing him?
Yeah, actually, it's going to be Maddie. She's a pro player for Gen G, so I know she's good. At the end of the day, it's still a really good player for another good player. So, yeah.
Any fighting words for the enemy teams?
They ain't ready for it. They ain't ready for the shine and this flash and they flash lights. They ain't ready for it. They ain't ready.
Guys, I'm blind. I'm going to send it back your way. Thank you so much, Javier. Oh, God.
Huge shout out to Mike Realm, our in-house DJ, for spinning all weekend long for the summer block party. And for all these people in the venue just got themselves a nice boogie down supply drop. You gotta love it. Welcome back, everybody, to the Fortnite Pro-Am. I'm Golden Boy alongside Monster D-Face, Boricua Boys, back at it once again. And we're looking forward to calling games 3 and 4, the conclusion of our second Fortnite Pro-Am. And we have had some great games today, man. Like, I've been watching in the back, blown away, talking to a lot of our players, and everyone's feeling the pressure. And that is exactly what I wanted out of this one. I wanted people to get sweaty on that stage.
Sweaty like me, because this is my first crowd I'm, casting for. But let's jump into the standings, guys, and take a look at, you know, where our competitors are standing here, Golden.
Aiden is going to be sitting at the top with one of the members of Lost Kings. They'll have 1 victory royale, 16 eliminations, and 31 points total. Airwalks and RL Grime off of that stunning game 1 will sit at 2nd place. Perhaps they can climb and take the top spot yet again. You also see likes of Tfue and Josh Hart, Symphony, as well as Jordan Lachlan with Cody Walker. Then as we go further down low, you start to see some players not out of it quite yet. We still have 2 games remaining, and I'm looking forward to seeing some of our top players, I should say, are going to be cooking up for us here. A lot of strategy talk, a lot of discussion regarding what they're going to do going into Game 3. But ladies and gentlemen, the forum, are you ready for Game 3? Oh, no, we got to do that again. Ladies and gentlemen, are you ready? Yeah, that's what I like to hear. Everyone's geared up. They're loaded into the island. The countdown is going to begin. And Monster, I have to say, there are some threats out there on the island. Who are some of the players that you want to see dominate in Game 3?
Yeah, I've already talked up Ewok at the start, so I'm going to let her kind of chill for a second. But let's already talk about Bucky FPS and Kenneth Fareed, who are standing in 3rd place right now. But Golden Boy, we're loading into the game right now. Here we go.
That's right, folks. Game 3 underway. Let's see who's going to come out on top with that coveted victory royale. And there you see all of our players starting to populate on screen. And, you know, this has been such a fun event. Been talking to a lot of people here, asking them who they want to win. And, you know, a lot of people have told me they want Ninja, Marshawn Lynch to win. And I get it. I totally get it. But there are some quality players also that are out there that a lot of folks may not know about. Just like, you know, mentioned Airwalks from Europe. This guy is so good, so talented. And a huge shout out to RL Grime, his teammate, because he knows how to throw down on some Fortnite, Monster.
Yeah, you'd be surprised. And like I said, I was talking to him in the player lounge. RL Grime was so shy. He was like, nah, dude, I don't want to do this interview. But, you know, Airwalk stepped up to the plate. To see them come out here and start slinging down, that is actually one of the best things. You know, you least expect it. But
had a conversation actually with Vic Star and Martin Star earlier about some of their more creative strategies, if you will. Fortunately for them, they got caught by a boombo that hit both of them. And when I say boombo, I mean literally one shot on a boombo actually took both of them out in, I believe it was game 2. They're trying to get a little crafty with it, play the outside game, and I say that literally because their strategy, from what they told me, has been to build up as much materials as they possibly can and then build around the edge of the island to wherever the circle is going to be. It's not the, you know, it's not the best strategy.
Definitely not there, Golden.
You know,
so,
at least they have a plan. At least they have a plan.
Put this into context. They want to get materials and then, like, cliff dive off the side, like hanging off the side of the map.
That is correct, sir.
Oh, boy.
It is not. Look, I was talking to them. I did not have the heart to tell them that it was a bad idea. I felt like they have to just make their own bed and sleep in it, you know? But we're going to glance past that because Cloak actually went right for that baller, but ends up getting punished for it immediately. He's getting tagged up. You're going to have to Shadow Bomb out of there, and he's going to be down to 56 HP. We'll have that blue burst SMG. It's not the best weapon to have there, along with that gray heavy AR. Finds a player in front of him, able to do some damage, but Cloak is going to be out of the game yet again, and that is going to become, as courtesy actually, from Marky Locaras.
Yep, valiant effort there, but off to the dusty divot we go. TBNR Frag's still in this game right here. He's kind of showing up. He's here for that early game. Take a look at the feed. Fear itself was taken out here. JT Brown and Frags.
I'm impressed with JT Brown. You want to know why? Because I've been competing for a very long time, my friend. And JT Brown showed up repping a jersey. I love that. When you're out there playing with a jersey, you know it's game time. You know you're serious, and you're out there to win. That's what it's all about.
That is right indeed, but oh no, Dr. Lupo and Jordan Fisher here already have taken out Hannibal. They're hunting for Jarvis. We saw Jarvis. This is his landing spot. He likes Paradise Palms. He's been ran out of here. Rent was due. He didn't have it. He just pushed out of Dodge. Jarvis is going up here. Oh, it's actually Myers who's his teammate there. So Jarvis and Myers are still here.
Yeah, still hanging around. Dr. Lupo, Jordan Fisher, right in front of him. The tension's building here. as everyone waits, edge of their seats. What is going to happen? Jordan Fisher, no slouch when it comes to Fortnite. Placed 4th in last year's event. He also games Fortnite pretty regularly. Check out his content on YouTube. I believe he calls his community Fish Fam.
Fish Fam.
Which I'm mad, he should have been the Fish Fam yesterday, but instead he was Llama Record Company.
I mean, lucky he was, because they took first in the Creative Showdown.
That's
so
true. That's true.
Nice little accolade to put into his...
If there was one player, though, Monster, in this instance, really, it's Jarvis. That is the one that I would be so concerned about if you're Dr. Lupo and Jordan Fisher.
Oh, yeah.
That's not an easy one to deal with, not an easy player to deal with. But what's really nice is a vending machine that's a gift that keeps on giving. You got yourself a purple combat shoddy, a coveted weapon, something that you'd want to have in the early game. And Reino Washio is going to be around the outside here with Lowry right next to him. Where's Bell at? That's my concern. Where is Bell going to be positioned right now?
Yeah, from a look of it, like Washlow might have just...
Oh, no.
Breezed off. No, it's
dear.
the wrong turn right there. Going to be shot.
Oh, no.
Oh, the sandwich.
She seems like such a kind soul. How could you do that? Man, that is rough. Struggle City, population 1.
But hey, good sport, big smile on her face as she understood. She, gave it all she got right there. And
there are a lot of players that... this game's been out for so long now that players have really just improved. They've grown. And the quality of player in general has just skyrocketed from even where it was for last year's Pro-Am.
Yes, just to see in today's event, like, we're going to move in zones here. It's not like, oh, everyone's going down and, by Storm Wave 5 or 6, the game's over. No, it's going to 7, almost 8.
Yeah.
Surprising. And then Yuri and Courage JD here. Still in the game, little bit of baller action. We know Bell's up at the Polar Peak area. Marky Lacuris is over at Frosty Flight, so all kinds of players nearby. He's got to be careful. Just trying to catch up to Courage.
Other names that are still going to be in this as well. Tim the Tech-Man Aiden, our winner from the last game. Nick A30, Typical Gamer, Action Jackson, as well as Dr. Lupo, Ewok. Those are just some of the names that are going to continue to remain as some of the action has slowed down here. And there's Typical Gamer, as I had mentioned earlier, with Jimmy O Yang. Maybe they could bust a move on the dance floor.
This is the place to do it. Jimmy.
He's got the bush. Never trust the bush.
Yeah, the bush works, man. Take that shot and be okay, so it's definitely worth holding on to. And whoa, typical greedy guy, maybe you want to take care of Jimmy, give him the baller. You already got the 2 Elands. Yeah. He says, nope, I'm going to use this baller, man. Looking out for himself here. See how that ends up turning things around, but...
They are going to be right next to this, the air highway, right? So they will be able to use this and get around the map.
Slipstream is great for rotations. Those of you guys are unfamiliar with the zone is coming from the left side all the way to the right side of the map. Marshawn Lynch and Ninja still in the game.
And looking for a target. Marshawn Lynch, if he connects with someone here, that will be crazy. Highlight of the Pro-Am, hands down. Beast mode.
He's looking for it. A hard scope, not a...
Gotta be careful, though.
Not a piece of fear in him. He's just sitting still, doesn't care. It's all good.
You gotta be careful, man. I mean, there's, luckily for them, by Lazy Lagoon, there's no one there, but, I hate when I just standing on the outside like that. It gives me anxiety. I, freak out. I can't do that.
It's a big no-no in the Fortnite world, but who cares? He's Marshawn Lynch. He's here to battle. He's got his partner Ninja. Ninja's putting down some shots here. Marshawn doesn't quite know where Ninja's firing him, but he's looking for it. He's trying to see if anyone's in that slip.
Oh, there they are right there. 2 players, and another one can be inside of the ball. It doesn't connect with the shot. Marshawn Lynch hits 75 blue. Nice tag there from Marshawn Lynch. The baller, though, player gets back into it, and now the shots are starting to come in, and Ninja has to support his teammate. He's going to go into the baller, and I respect that, but you got to support your teammate. Maybe build him a little 1-by-1, a ramp, just to give him something to cover himself with, and he's going to give Marshawn the baller. What a good guy. Leave it to Ninja. Good guy, Ninja.
And I was just reading the lips of Marshawn. He said, oh, man, I was so close. He almost hit that headshot, but he's got to feel good, get your hands a little dirty here, showing that he's going to put up some damage too, right? Put up some numbers here. He's just off. Trying to figure this baller thing out.
Action Jackson. Oh,
What are you doing?
You deep. Look at them. Demarius and Action Jackson. Wait a minute. Hold on. No, this isn't going to happen. Surely this isn't going to be the way it
ambush,
ends.
dude. This is an ambush waiting
No,
to happen here.
This isn't how it's going to happen, folks.
Ooh.
If it happens, I'm going to lose my mind.
Let's not give it away, but
I'm not saying
anything. You know who's in that city, right?
I'm not saying anything. I'm just gonna let. It's like National Geographic. I'm just gonna watch it.
Here it
happen
is.
in real time. And you know, PJ knows, and this is the thing that it kills me because he's okay. Oh no.
Uh-oh.
Oh dear. Oh dear.
Is it time?
Marius.
Is
He
it
has no
time?
idea. He has no idea. Oh, he's gonna pop up behind Dr. Lupo. They have no idea. You never trust the push, but Demarius is gonna get chucked down. All the humanity. Demarius is gonna be out of it, and now Action Jackson's gotta look to fight this one in a 1v2. But Dr. Lupo and Jordan Fisher, they read that like an open book. Chapters 1, 2, and 3 were very clear. They did not need the cliff notes. And now Action Jackson's going to be in a really tough spot as some players are going to look to come right on over the mountain yonder. And he needs to defend himself, losing out on his teammate Monster. This is not looking good for Action Jackson.
No, it is not. The shots are still coming in here, and the plan was just all foiled in those moments right there when he couldn't get the exchange. Action Jackson's trying his best, but shots are coming from left and right. He's getting a little taste of his own medicine here as the ambush did not pay off, guys. For him, Dr. Lupo has slowed down the fire. They're just chilling right now. They do also have to kind of bounce back, right? They were shot up.
Devastating series of events there for Action Jackson. Dr. Lupo caught completely off guard, as well as Jordan Fisher. You can never trust the bush, man. I'm telling you. That's like some Season 2 stuff.
Yep. You would never thought you'd see someone use a bush like that.
That was like Flossin level plays there.
I'd love to see that pay off, though, Golden. It's so close.
That would have been the best payoff clip of the day, for sure. But Dr. Lupo, oh no, he's going to be in a lot of pain, and Dr. Lupo goes down. And that is going to come from Kurt Benkert, as well as Ewok. Ewok gets the elimination. Dr. Lupo, one of her favorite content creators, but Ewok's here to win.
That's right, and that's one great shot. Connects up, comes up over top. That's a second right there, and the Rift goes out.
Oh, she's on the run. She's chasing it down.
You're not going to let this one go away. Oh, no, no. You know, you're a solo. She's got you hurt. All shield's gone as well.
There's
Doesn't
another
matter.
player there, too. I don't know if you saw that at the corner of your eye, Monster, but another player lingering about and then goes right back to the well again.
Second little rift right there. And the chase is going down. This is some high-speed Fortnite chase action happening here. The Geyser. Oh, boy.
This is great. Oh, no, but Ewok's actually going to get tagged from the side.
No, the question is, can Kurt keep up at this point? She's gone so far. This is full commitment. No turning back now.
35 wide on that damage there, and Jordan Fisher, try as you might. Ewok got the target and will be benefiting from a slurp juice as well as a lot of shields. Now, she just has to have Kurt Benkert get to her so that they can shield up and get back into this game.
How vicious of her to chase him across the map right there.
Jordan Fisher is a treasure, okay? Not quite like a national treasure like myself, but a treasure.
No, not like you, no.
Nonetheless, Ewok has no respect. and you know what? I respect that.
Yeah.
I respect the hustle. That's what I wanted out of this competition.
Oh boy, here's Tfue looking to knock on someone's door. Trying to see if he can catch that wall. He's trying to single out. What floor are you on here? He doesn't quite know. He's going to back up. Back to his teammate Josh Hart. There's a lot of players nearby. Any ruckus right now caused will just attract attention. So just say, you know what? Let's hold this high ground. Still early in the game.
A lot of great players here as well. TB now frags. Thad from FPX. Uselk. Aiden. There goes Pokimane and Joe McHale over in the distance. Tank Ops going to be in this one. Uselk by himself. The pride of Australia right here, folks.
Uselk.
There he is.
Going off those dance moves.
That's the pride. He's gonna hate me for saying that. Also, Ninja just got an elimination. Saw that on the feed. We'll keep tabs of that one. Some players still in this. I believe Jarvis is going to be our elimination leader at 4 elims total right now.
You're doing a good job holding in there. If you guys are curious, there's a couple big names still alive, guys. Cypher PK still in the running here. Aiden, Nick A30, typical gamer. Golden touched on K-Yoon still in this, so there's plenty of talent, plenty of players, competitive and celebs alike. Trying to see if they can crown themselves champ of this Pro-Am, and here comes the grenades, Golden.
Oh, that is going to be some rough grenade spam that Josh Hart's needing to build around. And again, I do want to give a huge shout out to a lot of our players here. Folks like Josh Hart, you know, Bosa as well. The way that they play, they clearly put a lot of time into this game. And it's been really fun to watch them. A difference from last year's Pro-Am, where everyone was still finding their feet when it came to playing competitive Fortnite. Then you got KU, a competitive player with a lot of respect from the community, and just gets the tag there. That's on Lee Nguyen.
Very nicely done, and yeah, like you said, it has definitely come a long way how much the average players improved in Fortnite. These games are very, very good. Like,
meanwhile, I'm still awful. Which is the saddest thing.
You gotta get off the controller, brother.
I know, I'm trying to wean off of it, buddy.
Shout out to the controller guys. You guys are loved and respected here. But all right, Reggie Jackson, what you got? He's got some in front of him here. That's
shot.
Nice little 21. It's Cypher PK. Cypher PK is right above.
That's going to be a rough one.
I think he called it out. Cypher lets him in. Oh, I thought that was enemy for a second.
Yeah, I saw it off the corner of my eye. Would have been a little worried there if that was the case. He let someone in and didn't do anything about it. But he'll be all right, though.
Might have been a little communication hiccup there because Cypher didn't realize there was someone below him until Reggie got right in the box. Musaf was really low right here. Is he going to be able to sniff him out? Reggie's still looking. He knows.
Musaf, an incredibly scrappy player. And you hear him playing the guitar. That's happening down low.
He's baiting him.
I love that, though. Let him know you're there, right?
Do it again, Musaf. Play the guitar, Musaf.
What's the worst that can happen? On laser beams, cartwheeling again. I think his keyboard might be broken.
Maybe. Seems like his character is definitely having some malfunctions over here, getting a little cardio on the side of the desert.
One could definitely say he's spinning. Spinning out of control. No? Didn't hit with anyone? All right, well.
Missed. You know what? It's the
swing and a miss.
Effort that matters, bro.
Thank you for always having my back, buddy.
I gotcha. But here's Tfue and Josh Hart. Dude, we've seen them make end games consistently. They're not hunting for elims. They're letting them land in their laps as someone with the ballers right underneath.
Oh, right below them is Ninja. You got Tim the Tap Man in a box of his own over there. Cypher PK still lingering about with himself. Ninja waiting for that prime opportunity to push up. And Ninja by himself at this point of the game. Monster, you're a competitive player. You've been, I know you do a lot of duos in the K30 and stuff. Question for you, how difficult is it to be in a single man situation going up against a lobby that's as stacked as this?
Yeah, man, it's definitely a scary situation. You got to pick and choose your fights. So much more, thought goes into it. Even aggravating a team like Ninja's doing right there, you got to be careful. Like airwalks, especially, right? You don't know who's in that box. It could be an okay duo, but it could be like a scary duo. Like you saw what airwalks did in game 1. So Ninja's still aggravating them though. He stepped closer. He put a trap over there, trying to bait that player out. Maybe he's recognizing whoever's closest right here doesn't quite have a grip on what's going on. But now taking a look at Valkyrie, also lost her teammate. You'll see she's trying to make this decision right now. Is it time to go? Is it time to hang out? The storm reveals itself. She's got a long way here, but using a great usage of the tunnel, just harping forwards. There's the player underneath.
And we're going to get to that first half-in, half-out circle. If you're just joining us for the first time, welcome. This is the Fortnite Pro-Am, our second time that we're going to be doing this live from LA. And you're looking at Valkyrie, one of the best content creators out right now. Let's get a tag for 103. Oh, no! And sad. Oh, feels sad, man. Gets the elim, but Valkyrie has to be pleased with herself picking up one. That's 2 points against TVNR Frags. And there you can see how it all breaks down. A victory royale will get you 10 points total. Everything else adds from there, right? So if you're in 15th place, everyone gets 3 points in the lobby. Then if you happen to make it to 10th place and beyond, everyone then gets an additional 2 points, making it 5. And then at 5th place, everyone will be able to take 7 from there. But only one duo will walk away with 10 points on that victory royale. And remember that each elimination is going to give you 1 point. So players like Jarvis and Tfue who have 5 and 4 eliminations respectively, have managed to pick themselves up a decent amount of points for their duo. Game 3, we only have one more left after this, and then we're going to crown our second Fortnite Pro-Am champion.
Don't forget, guys, Lachlan loves to rock that code Elfin, known for rocking it in-game as well. This is part of that staple brand.
I mean, literally, he's like wearing it, you know?
He's quite literally wearing it.
He's owning it.
He even has the blonde hair to go, guys. This is serious commitment here.
Pretty sure that's not a wig. I think that's his. But Lachlan's going to be playing the edge of the Storm, and as the Storm pushes forward, Lachlan needs to take his time and move accordingly. He cannot make any foolish plays. I believe a Storm flip just went out from Lachlan.
Uh-oh. That's it right there. It's pushing Ewok forwards. Ewok says, I gotta get out of here. Pops the rift to go. That's gonna be a crucial rift. She is now down to one launch pad. That is the only movement she's got left. Someone is campfiring way up above. She's got her eyes set all around the map. Look at this flips. They're coming out. Those of you guys that don't understand how the storm flip quite works, it creates a huge storm bubble if it's in the safe zone, and if it's in the storm, it creates a safety net. So the storm flip extremely powerful and versatile in Fortnite. Now Ewok lands with some prime real estate here. Doing a great job reading the map too. She's got all the zone in the world now.
55 builds as well. I'll have a boogie bomb, some shield potion to take advantage of. Ninja's still going to be in the game. Run solo without Marshawn Lynch. Rough spot to be in, but there goes the Shadow Bomb. Another phenomenal rotational tool, the Shadow Bomb.
It's actually great. Top 15 just broke through. Remember, if they can crack top 10, they get another set of placement points. So all of these elims matter now. If players go down, they're just scratching away at new points threshold. There's so many ballers in play here, Golden.
Yeah, a lot of ballers left. Airwalks, Jarvis, Kayun still going to be in this one, but a gift in the form of some mats and some ammo and Courage. Courage ended up getting pinned by Bucky FPS, who got the better of him there. Ewok still hanging out in the box that she built earlier on. Bucky down low with Kenneth. Got Patriota as well. Airwalks and Grime, a great duo, still very much in this game, but the young man Jarvis with 7 eliminations, but he's going to get knocked down to 54 true HP, but total of 104 HP with his shields.
That's Jarvis, dude. We saw him. He's on the boards right now. He's in top 10. And this is why he's got so many eliminations. He's got placement. He's in the knife duo up right now. He jumps all the way across, gets a nice little connection here, and it's his high ground.
Phenomenal movement from Jarvis. He also has that purple combat shot. He might damage. That player should be going down any second. That's Kyla Drew. That combat shotty from up above is going to punish you. Ninja just got himself 2 eliminations on the side as well. Just got wiped out, though, by Bucky. And our final few players are going to remain. We're now sitting with 7 players left in the lobby. Actually, scratch that, 6 players left, all solos. And this right here, folks, some of the best in the world of competitive Fortnite. Jarvis up above in the high ground. Bucky right below him. Kayun in that mid area. Typical gamer looking to shake things up with Airwalks and Patriota down low. This is intense, Monster.
Yes, and Airwalks actually picked up minis, so he's going to be able to just bounce back a little bit here. Down comes the double campfire. It's not over yet. Jarvis has got the high ground. He's got Bucky up against the wall, too.
But Jarvis only has 10 builds left. That is my concern. That is the pain point there for him. And he needs to get to an area where the builds are going to exist. Airwalks is out of it, and Jarvis manages to get the better of Airwalks. Oh, Airwalks is at 1 HP. I stand corrected. Isn't enough, though. He does get out of it. And Jarvis is looking for him. He knows that he's going to be super weak. There has to be just, you can sneeze on him and he's going to be out of this. But the shields come into play for Airwalks. It's now going to come down to 4 players remaining. Jarvis scoping it out. Does he find it? Airwalks. He knows this is a lot of pressure he's in, but Jarvis has no more builds remaining. Meanwhile, Airwalks has so much to work with.
Everyone is so weak here, Golden. Jarvis falls all the way down to Patriota, who's going to win the exchange. Typical takes the high ground. In comes Airwalks as well. He actually catches Patriota.
This is insane. Typical gamer has the high ground. Jarvis is going to be down to 31 HP, and as you like to say, Monster, playing that low ground warrior role. It's a 1v1v1. Jarvis tags Airwalks. That's going to eliminate him. 1 more remaining, and it's typical gamer in the high ground. Jarvis needs needs to hold this one up, but can Typical Gamer get that final connection, the victory royale in game number 3, and jettison them up in the leaderboards? Typical Gamer scouting around, and he playing great defense there, just holding him off, not allowing him to get any kind of vision. But when is this going to run out? When is he not going to have any builds anymore to work with? Typical Gamer, on the other hand, doesn't have anything. One build remaining, and that's it. He's going to land in front of him, and Typical Gamer! What a win! Victory Royale, 7 eliminations, 17 points total. GG!
What an endgame, Airwalks, Typical Gamer, Jarvis. All of them had so many eliminations in the final moments. That was extremely intense, but Typical runs out of materials, almost gives it up. Here's the final moments. Just take a look at how Jarvis took the high ground. It was almost all over. Beautiful side jump. He put it all on the table right here.
There you have it.
You cannot miss, Golden. You can't miss.
Jarvis, though, gets a lot of love from me because he had no HP remaining, nothing, and still managed to get to the safe zone. Had he had a little bit more HP, he might have been able to get the better of Typical Gamer. But man, I know that a lot of people from Typical Gamer's community, they have to be losing their collective minds, and I don't blame them. What a conclusion to that game. That was just game 3, but we have one more coming up in a little bit, and I know that this is it. It all boils down to the final game. That was intense. I'm getting a little sweaty up here.
Every single game has really brought the energy, the crowd, the environment. It's all coming down here. That was another beautiful end game. But, dude, Airwalks and Jarvis have been making it all the way through. So has Bucky. Ninja showing up in these final moments. Every game matters, right?
Yeah.
These points add up.
They add up, and surely they're going to be looking great in the leaderboard, but we'll check that in a little bit. For now, we're going to send it over to Pookie, who has our winner, Kitty, who has our winner. Typical Gamer standing by.
Yes, we've got our winners, our duo winners. Even though it might end up in the solos and those end games, it still is a group effort. Now, I want to know, how have you been supporting your teammate today so far?
I'm trying to not die, but it's not really working for me. So he's just amazing by himself, man. My heart was pounding watching him. He's great.
It's all for charity, too, so that's so great. After that game, how are you feeling going into the next few? How are you going to continue the momentum? You've got one more game to clutch it out and win all the money for charity.
I mean, I feel like the first 2 games were used to kind of develop the strategy. Once we got that on lock, I told them we're winning game 3. That's it. So we're going to go into game 4 with the same energy. I'm here to win some money for the Sick Kids Hospital BC, so I'm doing the best I can.
Yes, as a fellow Canadian and someone that grew up in British Columbia, I thank you. That's incredible, guys. I'm looking forward to see how well you do in the next game, hopefully closing it all out and winning. But in order to do that, we've got to take it back to our casters, who are going to take us into the next few games. You guys do so good.
Amazing. I didn't do anything.
Yeah. I know that they're over the moon right now with how that game panned out. Typical Gamer, and I got to give him some love, man, because you have a lot of great YouTube content creators that crush it on a daily basis. But Typical Gamer is the name that we see in World Cup qualifiers performing so many times at a top level. And I'm glad that finally I was able to commentate one of his games, a big moment for him, and against a quality player like Jarvis, who has really begun to grow quite a bit in the Fortnite competitive community. I think that was a pretty special moment across the board, and what a game that was. I love moments like that when it comes down to who could just be the scrappiest monster.
Yeah, and in those final moments, you never know, right? And this is what makes Fortnite competitive so good. It looked like, for a second, Jarvis had it all the way through to the bone, but Airwalks, launch pads to the high ground, says, you know what? I want a piece of this. I can take this too. And in those final moments, everything shifted. Jarvis lost all of his health, wasted materials, fell down, and then this is Fortnite. Scramble, right? You don't even know what's going on anymore. Everything changed. But let's talk about how the first 2 games, they just kind of had to get it together.
Yes.
Now, game 3, things connect. The question is, can he pull through for that game 4?
He's been playing well all day long. I wouldn't be shocked to see him in that top 20. He knows how to play his game to get him up into that point. You just got to get to top 15. That's when you start to earn some points, and that's where it could push you a little further up. But I know everyone wants to see where we are in the standings right now. The good news is your boy GP's got you covered. Let's go ahead and take a look, see where we are. And at the top, it's going to be Airwalks and Grime.
Wow.
With that, I believe it was 3rd place or 4th place that they were able to sneak away out of that one. Typical Gamer, our winner from the last game, has, as I mentioned, jettisoned himself up to 7th place with 22 points. The Victory Royale, 12 eliminations total. Airwalks and Grime, though, they
need to
on
be
a
gunned
bullet
down.
train.
Someone needs to go find them and take them down, because if you allow them to have just one more good game, the gap might be too much to catch up and close. Here
True.
are top 20 duos, though. See everyone here just scratching away at some points. Good to see people earning eliminations, though, just across the board as duos.
Yeah, I mean, look, folks, it all boils down to these final moments here, and we're going to get into that game in a little bit. But for now, we actually have Sundown, who's going to be standing over down by the stage with a special guest.
Thank you so much, Golden Boy, and we do have a special guest. I'm gonna need you guys to put your hands up in the air and wave them to give a nice big round of applause for Ewok now. Yeah, there we go, let them know. And Zeke and I took a little bit of time to practice some sign language to do our best to try and bridge the gap and make this a full experience for everyone. So Zeke, why don't you start it off?
All right, I'm really nervous, so hopefully I don't mess this up. All right, so it is, hi, Ewok, how are you?
I'm so excited.
Cool. I am here to hold Mike.
Sorry, nervous a lot. I know it's something different. Hello, my name is Sundown. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
How are you today? Are you excited?
Yes, I'm very excited.
So, what is your favorite dance?
The floss.
Hey, that's a good one. Now, what is your favorite weapon?
The combat shotgun. That one's my favorite.
Always a good choice going on there, Ewok. Now, is there anything that you want to say to the crowd?
I want to say thank you all for your support and being here. I'm really happy to be where I am today. And thank you guys so much. Thank you, Epic staff, and everyone that's involved. I love you lots. Thank you so much.
That's some of the amazing gameplay that Ewok was able to provide in the last game. So let's actually take a look at that and see what she was able to do on the main stage. I mean, just look at it going on right here. Now, one thing you note, the chase she went through both of the rifts, was able to chase down and pick up Jordan Fisher, and then you can turn right after. You see her signing the partner, trying to get them back together, but she is then on her lonesome, able to get it out. You can see this was the start of that engagement with Kurt, able to get in there, get the knock. Ewok was then able to clean it up, but we weren't done there. Now, something gotta note, look how smart this is. She ends up having so many shields and the storm flip, recognizes she's by the zone. So what does she do? Tunnels her way in, juggles it on, ends up getting another knock, but now look, she has all of the supplies and everything she needs to end up making it into the end game. A great finish there, a top 10 performance. Ewok and Kurt have been amazing, a staple of the community. So again, just everyone put your hands up, give them a nice big round of applause. We're gonna throw it back up to the casting desk to get into the final game. Gentlemen, take it away.
Thank you so much. That was awesome. And I also, can we please give a round of applause for Zeke and Sundown for that? That is not easy to do. That is for bridging gaps, really cool stuff. I know I couldn't do it. I don't even know what to do with these. So
Stop that right now.
I know.
But no, honestly, that was very heartwarming. Just, yeah, very, very courageous of them to kind of step out there and then, you know, take that leap of faith and, own it and own it.
She has no chill when she's in that game.
Yeah, you see it.
Chase Jordan Fisher down like it was yesterday's rent. I mean, that was just bananas there. But hey, I think that Ewok certainly deserves to be here. She has proven why she is a stellar Fortnite personality in our community, and also everyone else too. Kurt Ben Kurt supporting the way that he is gets some credit as well. So there you see Ewok making her way over to her station, and we're gonna get ready to jump into Game 4. And I wonder what we're gonna see here, man, because there is just it's still anyone's game, Monster. It's still anybody's game.
Yeah, and just a little interaction right there. Kurt Ben Kurt, we saw welcome her back, signing to her pretty much what he can there, and that's crazy, man, to put in that effort to really communicate with your teammate. It's awesome here.
That's right, folks. But are you ready for the fourth and final game, folks? Because it's about to go down. That's right. The players are loaded up in the battle bus. The island is ready for combat. Monster, are you ready?
I'm absolutely ready, Golden.
People in the crowd, are you ready? Then count it down, folks, because the time for talk is over. This is it. The fourth and final game of the Fortnite Pro-Am is now live, and this is for all the marbles.
We saw what one game can do for these competitors. Typical Gamer finding himself in 7th place. He's on the board. So this final game matters. Can Airwalks stick around and hold his lead? Will Typical Gamer come back and follow up? Find himself in the top 3 and take a bigger piece for Charity here? Or will someone new come up and just ruin everyone's dreams and shut those down, right?
Hey, everyone's going to get money for charity at the end of the day. It's all about where you play. It's a very competitive, though, nature from a lot of our guests, a lot of the people playing with our Fortnite personalities. Download, chatting with a few of them, and they're feeling it. They know that they want to perform.
Golden, there's only one, or I should say one set of trophies here, so that's
true.
What they want.
That's true. It doesn't matter how you feel. It's all about how you play. There you see a few of our players. There's Wax Motif there with Pipe Punk. Janina with Wildcat. That's going to be a snow biome landing for her. And already the eliminations are starting to come through, Monster. Bucky just picked up one, and he's all the way up there in the leaderboard as well. That doesn't reflect well. Airwalks has an elimination too early on.
Literally what I was just going to mention. I was like, wow, before everyone even touches down, it's already unfolding in the Fortnite world. Here's Janina. Doesn't quite know where she wants to land. Wildcat took a baller, and he's out.
Brendan Urie just eliminated One Shot Girl in our final game. Typical Gamer pops up behind Janina. Oh, the rage from her.
Oh, look at her face.
Oh, and you do not want to get her angry. She's I'll tell you what, she is a very, very a passionate gamer, as you can see right there. She takes it seriously. I respect that.
Definitely saw the spice coming out there, but it is okay. It's not over. Wildcat is still in the game. Typical, man. He had a great last game. That right there is a big point. That's a shift.
Yeah, all of our top 10 players, I would say, most of our top 10 players have already gotten elimination monsters. So early on. There's Jimmy O Yang there. Normal Typical Gamer. And I hear someone just yelling in the distance.
I don't know who that is, but I do hear it as well.
Someone please check that person. Make sure that they're okay. Call their mother. Call their father. It's Father's Day. Let them know what's going on.
It's the energy coming all the way across and into our headset, but it's all good here. We're over at the Lonely Lodge. It's not so lonely. He's got some company. His teammates here.
Yeah, you know, you never want to go on a nice camping trip by yourself. That's not fun.
Bring a friend or two as we hop over to Bruce Brown, and no, Folagor gets taken out with the big shot. It's Loser Fruit.
This is a rough kit for Bruce Brown to have. Can Joel get an elimination?
Joel's like, look at me, I will shoot.
He's hitting those angles hard.
Oh.
He's looking for it.
And he's out of bullets here, Golden.
He's just got to push with this pistol. He's got 16 shots in it. 16, not your teammate. Don't want to do that one.
Shoot them all, shoot them all.
That's your target. Joe McHale, I believe in you. I want community to come back too.
Pull out the axe. He doesn't know he doesn't have bullets.
He has no more ammo, no ammo remaining.
Oh, but it's okay, because his teammate Loserfruit connects with the flint knock and takes down that player right there. Bruce Brown sent back to lobby, and it's all good, because you know what? Joe has Loserfruit to
Joe McHale was
carry.
there. He was providing emotional support. Loserfruit, obviously, great player. Won yesterday in our creative showdown. So Joe McHale just being the cheerleader that we all want to have in game with us.
Joe's like, Loserfruit, you're doing too good at this. I'm going to shoot your ramps out, give you a little more pressure, you know, even up the playing field.
Shock Bell did not go for that boom bow.
Yeah, I guess it's just time to get out of here, man. You got a little bit of mobility and stuff like that. He wants to take all these shields.
Ooh, living life on the edge.
I like it. Avoiding all the fire here. This is actually our first zone that we see covering this side of the map, so this is also really good to see. In our final game, things are going to mix up here in the land, I should say.
Got Cray along with a Vive. Cray with a loadout that you want to try and keep the long range weapon there. That's right. So you got to go back to that, because you need to have that utility. You need to have something that will give you an advantage in that mid game, right?
Oh yeah. But we're looking at Jacob. There's so many players here in Happy Hamlet. This is not a happy place. There's shots being traded. His teammate's in a weird spot. Is he going to come down and back him up? Doesn't matter. Connor Ball is playing ball here.
He's got no builds.
The run.
He's got no builds, but his teammate Jacob has his back, and that was going to be Royalistic and Xavier Woods. They're out of it. Oh, man. The power of positivity was not enough to help Xavier Woods on this day.
Yeah, but you know what? They had a grand entrance, and that is all that matters.
That's true.
They showed up.
I mean, Monster, you kind of do want to win, you know.
Or
you just have an entrance.
or at least get your entrance, you know. Make the show yours at the start. Make us all believe for a second there. Okay. So we are now at Murda Beats and Triz.
No eliminations for this team. We're going to be at Snobby Shores, and they have another duo here. And there you have it, Samara Redway and Marisha Ray. They're going to be topped up as well on health. Good shields there for Samara.
This is the best part about being able to see the whole game. You get to touch base with all of your favorite players, right? Samara Redway, our soccer skin moms here.
Yeah.
Right, the soccer skin moms, they came out strong representing.
I did tell them I love the shirts. I wanted to get one for myself.
Yes.
Even though I'm not a soccer skin mom, and I can never be, but still, a boy can dream.
You can do whatever you put your mind to, Golden, all right?
Thank you so much.
And a couple dollars.
I just want to get that shirt, I think it'll be hilarious. So the Storm now pushing in. We're going to be coming down to our first circle. Some action had taken place here, but we got 44 duos. 6 duos wiped out from the lobby. There's Dr. Lupo with Jordan Fisher yet again.
It's already looking like a different game here. So much more players alive now. Lupo's trying to see if he can scoop up some of this loot here. He is. He's going to successfully get a ton. Jordan Fisher's off in the distance, though. Looks like they ran off some players here, so it's all theirs to kind of hold down now.
Yeah, they're going to own this territory. Is there anyone above them? It doesn't seem like it. You got a lot of action happening over here. Scarlet against Cypher PK. Just I was wondering where the action was taking place. Seems like it's taking place outside in the Storm. Cypher down. Not a lot of HP remaining. There's no Siphon here either, so he just has to get the elimination. 5-4. This is not the way you want it to end, but oh no! And he can't get the elim, and he's going to be out of there. Down but not out. Could Reggie Jackson help him out? He's by the high ground. Scarlet down low, and here comes Reggie Jackson. Really focus on the player in front of him, but not the one that's going to be dealing the damage potentially, but Reggie Jackson could not get the angle. Does manage to tag and drops on out of there. Getting ticked by the Storm. You see his health, the green bar going down little by little. That means when they're out here in the Storm, you see the way that this looks around you. That means that they are going to be taking damage, and they're in this very dangerous spot.
He actually got the elimination, though. That means the Storm wrapped him up, and Reggie was rewarded with Scarlet right there. But let's take a replay of what happened here in these moments. Reggie Jackson has everything. That's the knock right there on Ellie. And he did get Scarlet too, so something connected there because those shots made a big difference.
Yeah. That was going to be 2 eliminations that could bring him up a little higher. And then Chandler Riggs. Oh no, he's going to be so low on HP. Chandler Riggs needs to be careful. He's out of it. Now it's a cow looking around him. Can he get to him? Can he try and help him out there? The baller got a low health this time around, but Chandler Riggs is going to be inside of that storm flip, and a cow is going to get picked off by Tfue. Tfue still in this one, folks. He's got 1 elimination.
Did participate in that little battle there. He knocked Chandler Riggs off the high ground. Josh Hart, not quite sure where he is. He's over in the distance, making a nice little rotation. It's going to be a lot of loot for them, but Bucky.
Oh.
JT Brown here. Got a flint knot connect to the face from Bucky. He's going to delete frags right there.
Bucky's
He's in 3rd place, Golden.
Yeah, he is, and at this point in time, not looking the best when it comes to the... Oh, no! Bucky!
Through! He threw it all the way!
That is a rough one. You hate to see it. That's what we call a good old-fashioned ouch. A yikes, almost.
That's a oof.
That's
and
an
a
oofers.
yikes and ouch.
That's all the different kinds of words that can symbolize a variety of things.
All
Bucky, though.
Put into a body slam sandwich because he was thrown right off that build.
He's had a good competition so far, and while for Bucky it will end there, the run that he managed to put together game after game is certainly something that you got to be impressed with. There's Reggie Jackson. Oh man, this is a best friend right here.
Wow. In the storm, remember he had 3 mech kits. So Cypher's back in the action, guys, and he even dropped all his guns for Cypher. Look, he's like, hey, take all the guns, brother.
What a guy. What a guy. What a good guy. You know, really, you want one of those people on your side.
I'm going to say it right now, Cypher, you drop all those guns and give them back to Reggie because he clutched up. Okay, he clutched up.
He helped you out there. Now, I did understand that Courage was eliminated earlier on. We saw him in the feed. I believe we're going to have a replay of that showing up in just a tad. And that was not the run that Courage had, placing 2nd last year in the Pro-Am. I don't like that's going to be the case this time around. The laser beam gets beamed in the sky, and that's going to be Joey Bosa with the connection there.
Good day so far for these guys.
No.
And whoa! Running snipe on Connor Ball. Jacob's going to have to see if he can really clutch up this save here because they're in a weird spot. With the drop ship just above them, they can drop down and pounce at any moment now. So this is going to be a really tough revive to pull off. Love what Jacob is doing here. Switch material says, you know what? I cannot save you.
Yeah.
The zone is coming. I got to get out of here.
Nicky 30 and Joey Bosa up above, and he's going to go for the fight. That combat shotty will pick you up from... What is up? What was that?
Jeez, there's a sky bridge up there.
What is that?
Nick's looking up with a big smile on his face like, are you serious?
Okay. Sure. I'm okay. I mean, who is it?
If I could hear those comms right now, I totally would because Nick's probably tripping. Taking a look here, Courage.
Oh, Courage was brought back. He was eliminated earlier, but brought back in the game by the respawn van. Look at him there. I knew he'd find it. Brendan Urie, by the way, what a guy. You know, bringing his teammate back, right?
You got to show love to these celebs, man. They're picking up what's supposed to be their pro help.
Yeah, Brendan Urie has the elimination. What about you, Jack?
Yeah, what happened, Cypher? Reggie saved you, man.
All in good fun, of course. Nicky 30's going to have a player right in front of him. Managed to bring him down there. Has that wall ownership and gets the down. Snags that on the cow van. No, another one's going to go in there for the fight as well. Has that wall coverage. Playing defense. He needs Joey Bosa to help him out. And there you have it. Nick Merckx falls down to that one, courtesy of Nicky 30 and Joey Bosa.
Like great teamwork. Nick just holds down the wall, waits for Joey to back him up, and kudos to Joey, came in at the perfect time. The distraction, the counter edit, that was a great team play right there. And this is why you got to show love to both team members, because at the end of the day, this is a team game. We have duo action here. Pokimane and Martin Doherty still alive. Give themselves a little spot.
Martin Doherty, as you see right there, part of the group Churches here today. Not necessarily playing some music, but instead playing some Fortnite. Now, I wanted to know what the absurdity of that sky bridge was, and our observers managed to get a look at it. So let's see. So,
Watch out, he's above. What's doing a sky base, dude?
Oh my God, no way.
We'll get the sky base after. Oh my God.
There's gonna be kids that are low behind us.
Okay.
And
I
Joey
knocked
Boats,
one.
by the way. Joey Boats is not having any of that, by the way.
Nick, get your head in the game here, Nick. What are you doing?
But yeah. Skybridge is 2 and everything. Focus on the people that are going to be behind us. Oh, Martin Doherty is going to go down. Pokimane now having to deal with some players that will be on the attack. It's going to be Cloak, actually. Put the pressure on the Pokimane with that grenade launcher. Owns that wall. Tries to get above him. Pushes forward. Tags him for some shields there, but no, Pokimane. And it's Tfue who comes out of nowhere like an RKO. And Cloak is right there, too.
How did Tfue show up and snatch that one away?
Tfue's everywhere. I don't know if you know that, but he's actually like, he is the island.
He is just there.
Yeah, he has his little Jonesy army that just goes and does his bidding.
Oh, look. He's sliding on up now in this ball. He doesn't even have a teammate anymore. Josh Hart's down. He's going to get all this loot here. He's got 4 eliminations, so just from that little bit of third party off in the distance, it's going to pick him up some more points. Tfue's in the running here, guys. He's still in the running. He's in top 10. I believe he was 5th last time we checked in.
He's got a lot of goodies to work with, too. We'll keep tabs on him, I'm sure, as this goes on. For now, though, we're taking a look at some of our other competitors here. And, you know, and everyone here had a collective groan at that moment. That you know that is rough. Koa, get in there. No, Koa, oh, no.
Oh, Do-Hyeon had the rift to go.
He's going to be able to get
out.
He's going to be able to get him. 2 HP.
So close.
No, don't go in there. Okay. Woo. Oh, man. I'm old. I can't handle that. I can't handle that monster. That's just too much.
I got to touch base with them down in the player lounge. These guys look like they were definite best friends. They're going to showcase that. He's going for the save. What a good pal right there he is. Going to pick up Koa. Such a clutch save. Such a clutch save.
2 HP in a dream, folks. Round of applause for Do-Hyeon and Koa. Then you got Tim the Tap Man there. Oh, yeah, because he knows he's on camera. Yeah, Tim, I see you. No eliminations, though, for the leader of the Girthquake. The Tapman army. Fortunately for him, he's going to be met with an army's worth of ammo from all angles. He's trying to defend everything. Turbo building like a crazy person, but Shadow Bomb's out of there.
Bro, who did you get mad? Jeez, hello, server. Way to turn on Tim the Tapman for a second there.
Got Airwalks mad, clearly.
Oh, it's just all that dancing. He just did it again, dude. Airwalks might have to come down and show you what's up.
That is definitely something you do not want to have happen. Airwalks has been vicious this whole game. Getting down now to the final few circles here. Storm phase is about to end in just a little bit, under a minute. You got 23 duos left in this game, 34 players remaining. Airwalks and RL Grime up above. Chris Thompson gets the hands from Tfue with 4 eliminations he has currently. I said we were going to come back and check him out. And Dank Ups. Try again next time. Tfue got the better of you.
To think Tfue can take on full duo squad, like duo teams right here. By himself, he is a force to be reckoned with. Pushing players' boxes with that RPG, but Brendan Urie and Courage still in the game here. So Stinker comes down. Brendan's got no shield.
He's got no shields. He has no minis to be able to top him off with either. 77 HP. Courage isn't looking that great either. Has more shields than HP in his case. You got to share. There you go. Brendan Urie will be able to get something that will keep him going longer in this game.
They dropped a couple minis right there, but Courage, man, it's looking so rough right here. You know those opponents had stinkers, so being in the ultimate low is a weird place to be. Brendan just knowing all these kind of builds down. He's lost Courage for a second here. Hey, you know what? Use it, don't lose it, right?
I'm very impressed with Brendan Urie, too. Did not expect this out of him. Clearly been putting in that work. Courage said that they've been in the lab, working, perfecting their gameplay. Let's see if it pays off here, because when you're in that low ground, that's where all that training, that's where it's going to pay off, Monster.
Yes, all the edits. Edits down Courage right there a little bit, but it's all good. Back up another layer, and they have zone, actually, so they're going to be okay if they could just hold put. That placement point could just be around the corner. It's only 30 players remaining, 21 duos, so there's a lot of solo players out there. It's a big rotation to make. Blink Power takes out RL Grime, which means Airwalks is left to fend for himself here in the final moments.
And also this zone by the hill, so players need to go up in order for them to remain in the safety area. Got Wildcat, who lost his duo partner, Janina, earlier on in the game, still in it. Kayun got Lost Kings there. One of the members of Lost Kings at the very least. I believe this is going to be Nick. Yeah, Nick on the Lost Kings as well.
All right, but Kayun making a nice little home for himself. Nick is still in this game too.
Nick Shanholz.
Hurtling up here, trying to find opportunity, making these edits, replacing these walls, trying to get comfortable here.
And we're getting down to the wire, folks. Top 15 are going to start to get points. Tifu, for an update, has 7 eliminations. Nick 830 has 5 eliminations. Ben Kurt had 5 eliminations. Airwalks with 4. And there you see the breakdown. The Victory Royale will give you 10 points total. But you start earning points when you hit 15th place. So keep an eye on that, as well as each elimination giving you 1. Cypher PK got a player right in his sights, but there's going to be threats coming from all different angles here. You need to just back up, disengage from the fight, and look to take down that one player that you know is going to be in a rough spot, but that circle moving for that individual's favor. Down the mountain you go.
Sliding down now because the zone's way ahead and he has no more material, so instead of going for the Elam, he's getting all the way down, and lucky for him.
That worked out.
What a great care package. That was so much loot right there.
That worked out beautifully. Reggie Jackson gets down by Ninja. There's Tifu up above, gliding about. He sees a player in front of him, owns the pyramid, but the pressure from the left side now has to refocus. He has all of this. He owns all of this. Oh no, but the player's going to be right in front of him. Edits out, had to get out of there. And Tifu couldn't end the shots in time. He couldn't connect with the shots enough to get the elimination.
It's actually Cloak who is in that box right there, but Cloak manages to get away just barely.
It's fate, Monster. It is fate that these two players would only land next to one another at that point in time.
Tifu said it. If he finds Cloak, he's going to push him. And take a look at the air cam right here. This is what you guys tune in for. Nick 830, Tifu still in the game.
We know many players are going down.
Just somewhere out there as well. Cloak went down to Joey Bossa.
Joey Bosa, ladies and gentlemen, this guy is a beast. Got the high ground too, I believe.
Yes, Joey and Nick might be the only duo still in this game right here.
Got to be careful. Sad's going to have his number. Gets to the other side. Oh, he's going to go down. Nick 830, he's also going to be an attack. Oh,
no, he took the fall damage there.
Oh, gut-wrenching there. Now we're going to be in top 10. Aiden on the high ground. Tifu as well. Putting down some shots. He is a legendary loadout for the ages. 9 players remaining, Monster. It's coming down to the wire here in the final game, folks.
Every man for themselves. Symphony's got the ultimate high. Bell's in the ball. They're trying to get this high ground. Airwalk's still in this game as well, as is Tifu. Symphony's holding his high ground so well. This is like a worst nightmare for these players. It's a mountain.
And it's going back around the mountain. Symphony's up above. Tifu's feeling the pressure there. Airwalk though gets the connection and elimination on the Dothyon. Now looking for another one. Oh, he's going to eat a shot there, and Airwalk's down to 17 HP. Needs to stabilize. No more health, and oh man, that was a little bit of that squeaky bum time there that you don't want to see.
Is he gonna even hit that tree? Is he gonna hit that tree?
Oh dear.
Boy, this is it.
He's got nothing.
Lucky for him, there's a little blink right there. He's still in this game.
He's got nothing.
He can slide down this. Oh no, he's just gonna go all the way, playing it the safe route. Using these materials.
The tension, folks. This is what Fortnite is all about in these final few moments. Let's hear it. Let's start to make some noise because it's coming down to the wire. The final game of the Pro-Am. You're going to have Symphony in the high ground, Aiden right in the mid, as well as Bell, and then Airwalks. And Aiden, 6 elims total. A player in front of him, but he doesn't have the HP here, Monster.
Oh, this is so close. Whoever's in that baller is making it really tough, but it's a 1v1. He actually got the elimination on Airwalks. Must have did some damage.
Oh no!
This is it. Final moments, Golden Boy.
This is it right here, the 1v1. It's going to be Aiden going up against Symphony. Can Aiden come up clutch and get the win? And it will secure himself such a high placing in the leaderboard. He has a high ground presently. Symphony looking for the opening, but I don't think Aiden's going to give it to him. He's got 53 builds left. He has tons to work with, as well as that combat shoddy and the drum gun. Symphony, no builds remaining for him either, and Symphony has to go down low. Aiden's waiting for it. He may not even need, whoa, he jumps on top of the box. He's looking for the opportunity. This is it, Monster. He sees him right down low, and he's gonna go for it. Continuing to hold this one down. The Storm pushing forward, forcing the activity. Oh! Symphony! Symphony with the victory royale! Right at the last moment. You love to see it.
With all odds against them, Symphony turns that game around. No materials, takes down Aiden. Aiden trying to go for the highlight reel.
Fortnite is all about the building, and Symphony had no builds. But Aiden, oh man, that was a rough one. He destroyed the structure, sent Aiden down low, and before Aiden could even attempt to catch himself, Symphony had the eye on the prize, and there you have it. A big win for Symphony, a veteran in the Fortnite community. What an end there, Monster. What an end.
That he hit this shot, man. I love this because every single game someone else took a victory. Aiden was almost the only person to get a back-to-back.
That's right, folks. And don't go anywhere because we're going to have the trophy ceremony for who won. And I'll tell you, I don't know who it is right now. We're going to have to find out in a little bit, get the leaderboards up, and then we will confirm who is the winner of the second Pro-Am. Oh, man, that was a game right there. That was a game, folks. Now, you guys are incredible. What a crowd we have here in the forum. You guys are amazing. Now, throughout the day, we've been talking about these crazy animated shorts that we've been seeing, talking about the lore of Fortnite, if you will. And here's another one. Take a look.
Insano Death Squad unite. Let's do this.
Ready for vengeance. We will claim our destiny.
Hello. What?
I thought we talked about this.
Talked about what?
Your outfit, man. It's just not screaming Insano Death Squad.
You're crazy. This is the best.
We're trying to be intimidating here.
I am a fish, walking on land, breathing the air. That is intimidating.
No. Go change.
Are you serious?
Go change or you're off the squad.
Fine.
I'm so tired of this.
It's like he's not taking this seriously. He gets one more chance.
Behold, the Mullet Marauder. Now what?
I'm out.
I just can't even.
Golden, that was dope.
Yeah, I mean, I'm that guy, typically, rocking whatever skin I want. My teammates like to get a little sweaty from time to time.
The try-hard boys.
Yeah, you know, that, and I like to keep it nice and fun. That's what it's all about. All right, folks, are you ready to find out who won the Fortnite Pro-Am? Come on, let's make some noise. Come on, keep it going, and let's go ahead and show these folks the leaderboard. Your winner of the second Fortnite Pro-Am is... Roll it. I'm nervous. I want to see the leaderboard. On the screen, and it's going to be RL Grime and Aerox.
Look at how close that was. Aiden was just there. Tifu was just there. So close.
Nail biting. What an ending, though. Crazy stuff. There you can see Tifu and Josh Hart taking $250,000. Aiden and Nick Shanholtz from the Lost Kings. I believe Lost Kings in general. Let's just say Lost Kings. They get $500,000. And then RL Grime and Airwalks take home $1 million for charity, Monster.
Everyone in that top 10 deserves it. Nick A30 with $100 grand. Bucky gets 5th place. Just great showings all around. And Symphony pulls himself all the way up to 6th. Here's your champs, guys.
Guys, give it up one more time. Airwalks and RL Grime, your winners. He started off game one so dominant, and I think all of us saw that first game, Monster, and we knew that he was going to be going really far in this one.
Yeah, he started off with such a great lead. He fell off that second game, didn't get any points, making it that much more closer leading into game 3, but then came out game 4 swinging, always finding himself in those final games.
Now we are going to get an opportunity to talk to our winners, and don't forget, the final trophy presentation will be coming up in a little bit, but I had an absolute blast doing this, man. There's some great players here as well that have been laying it all out. Also, Joey Bosun, man, that dude, what a grinder, man.
Dude, he was hanging with Nick A30, making it all the way through. They got top 5.
Crazy.
Tifu pulls out, what was that, like 3rd right there? That was a great showing for all of them.
Exactly.
All
Remember,
for charity.
Typical Gamer picking up his win earlier on, and boy, oh boy, that was just a really crazy, crazy moment. And the games in general, right? It's like in Fortnite when you're surrounded by this audience, this crowd. There you have it. It is final. Grime and Airwalks take $1 million for charity. And we discussed the teams as well in great detail, but we'll revisit a few of them that we haven't had a chance to mention. Bucky FPS, along with Kenneth. That was not the way I'm sure he would have wanted his 4th game to end, Monster.
Flint threw him off the build, man, but hey, he did a fantastic job. We already said Symphony did great. We saw K-Yoon playing consistency, saw Jarvis holding it down. Take a look at everyone else who's raising for charity here, guys. Ninja, Marshawn Lynch, Cypher's up there, Dylan Francis, and Cloak. These guys did so good. Koa and Dohaeon, we saw them in Fatal Fields. Everyone here was doing so good today.
Yeah, Dohaeon actually ended at the end of the game. He was made it, I believe, all the way to 4th, I believe. So, again, what a crazy 4th game we have. But I know that you all want to hear from our winners. Let's send it down to the floor. We got Pookie standing by.
Thank you so much, GB. I am here with our winners, Airwalk and RL Grime. Oh my goodness, what a tournament, you guys. What a show you've put on. Now, $1 million going to charities of your choice. Huge day for both of you. I just have to ask, I'm going to start with you, RL. How does it feel to come in this setting, playing Fortnite? You know, you're used to being in front of a crowd, playing music, doing all that. Is Fortnite any different?
It's obviously a little different, but I'm a big fan of competitive Fortnite and watching it, so this has been really cool to be involved with.
Yeah, Fortnite's definitely a fun thing to be a part of. I can contest to that as well. Now, for you, you're the pro player. What was your strategy going into today's games?
Going aggro, winning, and that was easy actually.
Easy peasy. I like it. Well, thank you so much, guys. Congratulations again. Hang tight. We're going to walk over and get your trophies. But first, back to the casters.
Thank you so much, Airwalks. Man, a few words. He said he was going to go aggro. That's exactly what he did. RL Grime, of course, known as an American producer for a variety of genres of music, and today produced himself a win for the Fortnite Pro-Am. And Monster, you know that while the Pro-Am is great and all, there's something else coming up as well.
There's a lot coming up. There's the Week 10 competitive duo qualifier happening this week, which is all going to lead us to the Fortnite World Cup. This is just a small taste. If you guys love that energy from game 1, 2, 3, and 4, that's just a taste of what the best of the best going toe-to-toe look like.
Indeed it is, my friend. You're going to see the Fortnite World Cup Finals in New York City, my hometown.
Times 10.
I love it. It's going to be amazing. There are going to be some quality players there. You're going to see names such as Tifu in attendance, Aiden, Airwalks as well will be competing in that competition. It's going to be solos. There's going to be duos, and a whole lot of Fortnite for us to talk over, Monster. Everyone's been so great. I've had an opportunity to meet so many of the fans here, and you can just feel the energy in the room. This definitely was something that I'm so glad I had a chance to be a part of, bud.
Yeah, and with that, guys, we're going to send it on over to Z. Close us out.
All right, Fortnite fam. We've got ourselves some champions. What'd you think of all the action? That doesn't sound excited enough. I said, what did you think of all the action? Yes! You guys have been absolutely amazing. And now it is time to crown our Pro-Am champions. They put it all together. They've got the mats to make it over. Grime, Airwax, build your way on over, friends. Let's do this! You guys want to join me right here? Grime, actually come over here real fast. You guys have had an incredible day of Fortnite. Grime, any final words for all the fans here in the stadium, the ones watching back at home?
I want to shout out my dog, Penelope. I know she's at home watching right now. I miss you. I love you.
Gentlemen, if you will step forward and lift your pickaxes and look at these cameras. And for you in the forum, one more time, let's hear it for your Pro-Am champion! Let's get the rest of the cast and crew out here to celebrate the cosplayers as well. All right, Fortnite fam. That's it for the summer block party. We want to give you all so much thanks to everyone that played today, to the squads yesterday in the Creative Showdown, Team Evolve, the Llama Record Company that won yesterday, the incredible golden ticket winners, our Pro-Am champions, and of course, everyone in the stadium. Thank you guys so much for being here. Now, don't forget, June 20th and 21st is the final dual qualifier week. One more shot at the finals in New York City, July 26th through the 28th. That's it from us. We'll see you guys on the battle bus. The countdown has begun. Are you ready?
Best Fortnite ever duo, Doc.
Oh my God! We are the best team here.
He's in this game right now to win it. He just took out another player.
He's down to nothing. And Aiden.
Here it is.
He's going to go with the X. Oh! Cody Walker went down, but he's so far away, and Nick gets traded out.
Nice shot.
Hey!
Nice.
Connect with the shot. Marshall, let's hit 75.